They got me highlighted. Mr. Parker, you still muted?
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Okay.
Let me walk away.
Yes, I will, Mr. Parker.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin. I appreciate it.
No problem.
What are you up in the chair for? On the thing. Tell me him.
Manning, is that you?
I spoke to him, Mr. No. Am I still on video?
Yeah.
Okay, the judge is here.
Mhm.
Mr. Parker, I'm sorry.
No,
I talked to Mr. Johnson.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry, I got thrown off the judges on the bench.
Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. Thank you for your patience this morning. The mental health court folks bombarded me with all their stuff this morning. And so I was trying to make sure I got them squared away. On this morning, we are going to start with our Veterans Treatment Court. And that is who I will be completing first on this morning, is Veterans Treatment Court. So if you are not a veteran, you may dial off. We don't get started until 9:45 for non-veterans. You may dial off or you can stay on and hang out with us. I'm going to put on the doorbell, but I will be doing the Veterans Treatment Court first. I'd like you to also, if you could, place your name on your device. We won't know who you are if we don't have your name on there. Most of you, I know your faces, but I'd still like you to put your name on it because my computer sits far away from me and it can be hard for me to read the screen. And so if you're able to, please place your name on your device. With that, I am going to have the attorneys place your appearance on the record, and then I will start with the docket for the veterans. Mr. Reed?
Oh, yes, Judge. Thank you. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Vet Court and Drug Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Reed. Good morning to you, and your motion is granted.
And good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Court and Veterans Court Defense Attorney. I too would make a similar motion, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Fikens. Good morning to you, and your motion is granted. I see Ms. Robs, you're on.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robs, Veterans Treatment Court Case Manager.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Robs. And then Ms. Cleveland, good morning to you. Place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Mr. Nicholas Hatcher, waiting patiently.
Oh,
For the vet
Mr.
court to
Hatcher
be
is
over.
not on?
He's on, but he's just going to wait till the end because, you know, his mentor is with Veterans Court. That's why.
Oh, no, he'll call you. I'll get him on the Veterans Court docket. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Let's see, where are the mentors? I see Mr. Parker. Good morning to you. Place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jimmy Parker, Veterans Treatment Court mentor.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Parker. Thank you for your service.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Miss Cleveland, you have an intake on this morning, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I knew you were doing vet court. I don't think he's on there. His last name is Manning, Mr. Manning.
All right. Well,
I
if
don't
Mr. Manning joins us, please let us know so we can get him in a breakout room with one of the attorneys, okay? All right, wonderful. Are there any preliminary matters, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, for my consideration?
Judge, when Mr. Manning comes on, I will be going in the breakout room with him this morning. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Reed. And then Mr. Fikens, any preliminary matters?
Nothing else, Judge. I noticed there's an A docket person coming in later, and I'll be going in with them when they show up.
All right, very good. And so there is someone indicating that they are on and they are Mr. Manning. I don't see Mr. Manning. Are you on the Galaxy AO2S?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Manning.
Good morning.
I am going to place your name on so we can know who you are. Also, if you are in my courtroom, please turn on your camera. Out of sight, out of mind. And that's just how it works in here. All right, Mr. Manning, you are going to receive an invitation to breakout room number 1. And I need you to accept that invitation as soon as I can send it to you. All right, Mr. Reed and Mr. Manning, you should have that invitation at this time.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. I have it. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. All right, I'm ready to get started. I am, and thank you to Ms. Burrell for serving this morning as our court reporter. Please let me know if there's something you need me to do different, or if you need me, call the courtroom. Ms. Mack is serving today. And so if you could just let me know, that would be great. All right, good morning to you, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning.
I'm good. All right, let's get started. I am, good morning, Attorney Rosenthal. All right. I am going to get started first with Zachary Hankins.
She did the first 60. So I get them later.
Your Honor, Mr. Hankins is actually on the 9:45 docket. That's where he should be placed.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's on my, they have him on for 8:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Griffin, and so these are people that are on for today, both of these?
No, Young already did, Portia Goldsmith is coming from the other day. She did the first 60. So they already called, so they bring home, I'm gonna get a process next time to get her tested, so.
Gotcha. All right, wonderful, thank you. All right, let's keep going. Ms. Robbs, who do we have up first? Because Ms. Wilson is not with us this morning. We're doing veterans. Let's do it.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Purry, because I think he's at work.
Okay, all right, Mr. Purry. Let me have you unmute for me, please. Good morning. Now, Mr. Purry, you done got married and I just don't even see you no more. What's going on with you?
Everything's going good. I'm working hard and living easy.
You working hard and what else?
Living easy.
And all right now, okay, Mr. Purry. Let me place your case number on the record. I have the following for Kenneth Purry, U582-574-20. State your full name for me, Mr. Purry.
Kenneth Purry.
All right, and so how are you doing overall? I haven't seen you in a long time.
I'm doing well. Matter of fact, I work a little overtime this week. I work Saturday and Sunday.
You did, so that
I'm
job
learning
is
my
going
new
well?
job. It's a new job to me. I'm learning it, and I'm feeling more confident in doing my job now.
All right, wonderful. So where's the new job? It's still with the VA?
Yes, I'm working at the VA hospital. I'm a medical technician, supply technician.
Look at
So I
you.
go up
Come
and
on,
supply
Mr.
all the
Perry.
units with their equipment that they need.
All right, very good, very good. Are you still working on yourself, Mr. Perry?
I am. I'm continuing with my program. I'm going to Emmanuel House and I do meetings in the morning. Matter of fact, I had to miss my meeting this morning because they usually start at 8 o'clock and I didn't see no point in starting it when I had this meeting at 8:30. Ms. Riles called me this morning. I didn't even know.
All right, well, you gotta write down your date when you're with us, okay?
I will.
All right, let's make sure we do that. All right, how's married life going, Mr. Perry?
It's going pretty good. My wife is, well, you know, I had bought her a car and that car has been in 2 accidents already, but they totaled it out this time. It was parked and somebody ran into it. And this first time I was rear-ended. So yeah, I gotta find a new car for her.
All right, yeah, it's time to do something different. Yeah. All right, very good. Are you having any difficulties at all that you need to address with the court?
Not at this time.
All right, how have you been doing for the holidays?
Pretty good. You know, the holidays is kind of depressing for me, but I've been able to get through it pretty good. I've been around my family. You know, Thanksgiving we all had dinner together, so that piece is coming together as well.
All right, very good, very good. I want to make sure that everyone knows in the courtroom that during the holidays are tough. And I understand that. Yes, they are. They're tough for everybody, whether we admit it or not. Some folks gonna say it's easy. It's tough for everyone. And so I want to remind you all that you have been equipped with resources to help you. You have telephone numbers, you have counselors, you have therapists, you have mentors, you have case managers, you have people and resources that are available to help you. I need you to use them during the holidays. In addition, if you are testing, and everybody is testing, then you can't miss testing during the holidays. You need to make sure that you report for testing when your color drops or when it's time for you to test, because missed tests are a real problem during the holidays. Okay?
All right.
So I want to make sure everybody knows that, not just Mr. Purry, this is for the whole entire courtroom. Do not miss testing. If you miss testing, you're gonna have to come in and see me in person. And you know that's not gonna be a good visit. It's not gonna be. So let's make sure we get to our testing. All right, Mr. Purry, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, ma'am. I just want to thank them for their support and the wonderful job that they're doing.
All right. Ms. Robs, what do you have for Mr. Purry?
Your Honor, I was able to receive a report from Mr. Kushiri, who reported that Mr. Purry is in full compliance. He is compliant with testing, Your Honor, as he reports. He is still working. He's maintaining his sobriety. He does have a referral for Dr. Alexander for him to follow up in regards to his ancillary services. But outside of that, Your Honor, he's doing extremely well, and no issues to report at this time.
All right, very good. Mr. Parker, as the mentor, anything on Mr. Purry?
Well, Your Honor, I'm glad Mr. Purry is doing well. I haven't talked to him recently, but I'm glad that he's doing well, and I'm glad that everything's holding up for him. I'm sorry to hear about the two cars, an accident, but thank God the cars can be replaced. And so thank God that you and your wife are doing well, and praying that all is well for the holiday. Just be encouraged. When I don't call you, call me. Let me know everything's going well. Or if you just,
you're breaking up, Mr.
I'm here for you. So I'm just glad that you're doing well. I apologize. How am I going now? You hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So be encouraged, Mr. Purry. Just continue to keep up the good work. Congratulations in order for the new job. I don't know what's going on because sometimes I hear someone's talking. It's so I don't know what's going on, Your Honor. But thank you. I'm done right now.
I don't know either. Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Purry. I know Mr. Parker was encouraging you to keep up the good work. He said he hasn't connected with you recently, so I need the two of you to connect. Okay. Mr.
Yes,
Purry.
Your
I think I placed Mr. Purry on mute. Mr. Purry, on mute. You heard me. I need you and Mr. Parker to connect, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. If nothing else from any of the other team members, if not, Ms. Robs, what's the return to court date for Mr. Purry?
Your Honor, I have January 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. for face-to-face.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Purry? You wrote that down.
January the 11th, 2022 at 10:30.
Yes, with Ms. Robs, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Good to see you. I want you to have a wonderful holiday. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Purry for his service in the armed forces. Thank you, Mr. Purry. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Very good. All right, Ms. Robs, who do we have up next?
Your Honor, Mr. Pringle, I believe he's at work as well.
Mr. Pringle, can you
Yes.
unmute for me, please?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Pringle. How are you this morning?
I'm blessed in yourself.
I am too. I am too. All right, let me call your case number. I have case number 200-449-9701. Mr. Pringle, state your full name for me.
Dennis Pringle.
All right, Mr. Pringle, you at work today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, where are you working? Still with Magna and the VA?
Oh, the VA, yes.
You're just with the VA?
Yes.
Wonderful. How do you feel about that?
I feel good. I enjoy being here. It's actually a job I really like.
You really like it. Good. All right. You're doing well, Mr. Pringle?
Yes.
All right. Very good. What have you been doing during the holidays?
Trying not to get too fat. I've been barbecuing, which I plan on doing this weekend. spending a little time with family. My son and daughter getting way big. They're way bigger than me, and they took all my money, so I'm broke now. Trying to make it to Friday.
Uh-oh.
But
Uh-oh. All right.
it's okay. Other than that, I'm okay.
You're okay. All right. Are you still working the program, Mr. Pringle?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
All
Yes.
right. What are you doing to work the program?
Well, I reach out to a couple of people. Still go over to Emmanuel House every now and again to do what I have to do over there. And the peer meetings up here are pretty groovy up here. You know, it's not as in depth as the Emmanuel House, but some of the guys here, I learned a lot from them because they're new to me and I'm new to them, and some of their stories it's new. I'll just say it's new. Learning experience, and just actually, like I said before, just sitting back and watching other people that was doing some of the things I was indulging in, stuff as drinking, and see their attitudes like out the door. Like, it's really nerve-wracking to me. So I know it's something I should never deal in again. But yeah, but other than that, yeah, I'm cool.
All right. Now, Ms. Ross, we should have gotten, when he completed his inpatient, we should have gotten a continuum of care. Is he in compliance with that continuum of care?
According to Mr. Kushir, Your Honor, he is. He still attends the VA as well as attends Emmanuel House. He is currently, there was a recent change, Your Honor, where Mr. Pringle did move locations. He's currently in Michigan Veterans Foundation. So he's back in a—
Is that a housing situation?
Yes, Your Honor. It's to assist him with housing until his housing voucher comes through. He is still in compliance with his mental health at the VA, according to Mr. Kushiri. He's testing compliant. So he is following that, Your Honor. He does have some referrals for a class with Dr. Alexander that he does need to follow up with. If I'm not mistaken, they did make contact, so he should be in the process of taking that class with Dr. Alexander. We did discuss, just this continuum of care in terms of how he's going to stay interconnected with the VA while he does that transition while at Michigan Veteran Foundation. So he is still connected, Your Honor, with treatment resources, including Emmanuel House at this time.
All right, very good, very good. All right, and Mr. Pringle, you're committed to doing everything you're supposed to not only work the program, but so that you can secure your housing voucher, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I'm glad to hear that. Very good. All right, do you have any questions for the team, Mr. Pringle?
No.
All right. I want you to make sure you utilize your resources during the holidays. They're available to you. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Have you had contact with Mr. Scott, Mentor Scott?
Yes, I see him. I see him around every other day. I see him down here at the VA. I speak to him. Yeah, I see him more than everyone else. So yeah. Yep, I talk to him constantly. And when I call him, sometimes I get through, sometimes I don't. But like I said, I see him down here, so makes up.
All right, Ms. Robs, let's check in on Mentor Scott because he's not here this morning. Want to make sure everything's okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. All right. With that, is there anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Pringle?
I'd just like to say, Mr. Pringle, keep up the great work. It was a good report. Sorry about all that money that got taken from you, but can't do anything about it. But happy holidays to you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you.
All right. Miss Robs, what's next for Mr. Pringle?
Your Honor, a face-to-face on January 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
All right, Mr. Pringle, did you get that?
Oh yeah, that's 9 days before my birthday. Oh yeah, I got that.
Oh, look at him. He gonna count it up. So your birthday is on January 20th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Pringle. Look at you. Wait, Yeah, all right. Very good. I was gonna yell out your age, but I won't do that. You might be trying to mac or something. I ain't gonna do that to you. All right, Mr. Pringle. Before you leave, I want to wish you wonderful holidays. Be safe, make good decisions. Make sure you keep good company so you can have some good outcomes. And then I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Pringle for his service in the armed forces. It's amazing. Thank you, Mr. Pringle. Thank you. All right, Mr. Pringle. Take care of yourself.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Rocks, who do we have up next?
Your Honor, Mr. Ralph Woodhurst.
All right, Mr. Woodhurst, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
I'm so glad to hear that. I'm going to place your cases on the record at this time. I have case number U447-46318, U448-88318, and case number 1739-06711. State your full name for me.
Ralph Anthony Woodhurst.
All right, Mr. Woodhurst. How are things going for you?
Very well. I got approval to start school. I'm going to go to Wayne Community College starting in January. And,
all right, Mr. Woodhurst. What are you going to study?
I was thinking about peer support. Being a peer.
I couldn't think of a better field.
Yeah, and I also have an appointment with the VA with my primary caregiver to start trying to get a job working there. So I'm hoping that'll go well.
Look at you. Very good. So you're going to start school at Wayne County Community College in January.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Woodhurst, you should be so proud of yourself.
I am.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I'm coming up on 9 Saturday.
I missed what you had to say. I missed it. You're coming up on?
I'm coming up on 9 months Saturday in recovery.
Come on, 9 months clean. Yeah, Mr. Woodhurst. Yeah. What are you doing to stay on track? What are you doing?
Well, I'm here at Emmanuel House, so I'm in the constant atmosphere of recovery. So, I mean, my sponsor, I have contact with him every day. Today, I'm just going to start going to outside meetings on Tuesday and Thursday. And
okay,
I'm heavily involved in the program.
Very good. Very good. Are you making contact with your family?
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
All right. And how is that going?
Very well. Very well. I mean, they see a total change in me.
Yes. Yes. Are you taking good care of yourself physically, Mr. Woodhurst?
Yes, I am. Yes, I truly am.
Very good. You know that's very important to me, right?
Oh, yeah, I know it is.
All right. Very good. Very good. And so how have you been doing with the holidays?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. This will be the first Christmas in 3 years that my family knows where I'm at.
Wow.
So
that
no,
is wonderful.
It's going really well.
And I'm sure they're glad that they know where you're at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Woodhurst. Very good. What do you need us to help you with, if anything?
Well, everything's going well. I came in and paid. I don't know if I'm current to be able to get my license back now that I paid fines. I just need to know if I can proceed with that or if I should wait a little longer or.
No, Mr. Woodhurst, you've been with us a while. Mr. Ficus, I would like him to check into getting his driver's license.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so what do we need to do?
Well, let me, if we can get a copy of his SOS, from.
All
Madam
right.
Clerk, that would be great.
Ms. Mack, if we could get email PDF, a copy of his SOS. Yes, she'll do that. And then we should be able to get some answers to you. And you don't have to wait until your next hearing. Ms. Robs will be able to communicate that information to you. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. What else do you need us to help you with?
That would be about it. I'm just trying to get everything, you know, keep taking care of things.
Judge,
Okay.
I do note that Mr. Woodhurst does owe one matter in 36, which has a balance of $155. He's going to have to pay that. That includes a reinstatement fee. So I know that one ticket is going to hold up his license. So he needs to pay
Okay,
that.
what is the charge, Mr. Fikens?
Prohibited left turn, Your Honor, and a judgment was rendered. Let me see. It was back in this year,
It was this year.
early in this year. Oh, I'm sorry. That was
Oh, before he came to us.
before he came to us. The offense date was in 2017. I'm sorry, Judge.
And was it a default judgment or did he plead to it?
It was a default judgment, Your Honor. So you did waive penalties. You did waive penalties, Your Honor.
Mr. Rosenthal, Attorney Rosenthal is on. Mr. Fikens, will you talk with Attorney Rosenthal? Since Mr. Woodhurst has been doing so well in the program, the matter is not more than a year old. Talk about setting aside the default and dismissing it as an incentive for the great work that he's doing.
Yes, Judge. And not to.
No, they're all civil infractions?
No, 2 of them are civil infractions and 1 of them is a misdemeanor.
The misdemeanor should be on his Veterans Treatment Court contract. Does it say it's in, what's the number on it? Is it the number that's on my docket?
Yes, ma'am.
Then that one is in Veterans Treatment Court. So he has 2 civil infractions that are unpaid?
Yes, ma'am.
How much is the other one?
One is for 115 and the other is for 155.
Okay, the one for 115, are you able to see the issue date or the issue date?
I'm sorry, this one is a misdemeanor for 115. The other, it's just 1 civil infraction. My apologies.
Oh, it's just the one. Okay, then we're in good shape. All right, thank you. We want to make sure we have that cleared up.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, thank you so much.
Yeah, and that one's for 155.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Fikens, why don't you reach out to Mr. Rosenthal before Mr. Woodhurst leaves? Because if he's been with us, he's almost 9 months clean. And he's doing well, and Miss Robs, I'd like to hear from you, but I think that would be a wonderful incentive for him to be able to go get that driver's license. All right, reach out to him, see if you can get him. He's on Zoom. He's not connected to audio, but he's on Zoom. So you might want to call him or something.
Yes, I will, Judge. Yes.
All right, wonderful. Miss Robs, what do you have for Mr. Woodhurst?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Woodhurst is doing really well. As he reported, Your Honor, he is still at Emmanuel House. He's working in, more of a peer support position. He's assisting his peers there, in the leadership role. He is referred to Dr. Alexander. If I'm not mistaken, I believe his appointment is coming up either this Saturday for the first sessions for family reunification. He has completed his 40 hours of community service. His balance does need to be rectified, Your Honor, because he did some community service, which I had requested during staffing. He is compliant, according to Mr. Kushiri, with his services through the VA. He's doing extremely well, Your Honor. No issues to report at this time.
All right, and so Ms. Ross, let me ask you this. You indicated that he's done some additional community service to reduce fines and costs. So does that mean that his balance should reflect that he's paid in full on his Veterans Treatment Court order?
Yes, Your Honor. I've received all documents from Emmanuel House.
All right, and so Ms. Mack, we need to zero out the misdemeanor that's in the system for him as paid in full because he's done community service. Okay. All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Robs. And then Mr. Ficus is working on that civil infraction. And so, Mr. Woodhurst, do you have any other questions for us? Mr. Scott is Mr. Woodhurst's mentor. Have you talked with Mr. Scott?
The last time he came up here, I seen him. So yeah, I have spoke with him. I don't speak with him every day or anything, but he comes up here to see other clients and we always see each other when he comes up here.
All right, very good. I want you to make sure you stay connected to him. He's there to serve as your mentor, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Now, Mr. Woodhurst, I'm gonna ask you to stick around for a few minutes and see what Mr. Ficus can do. Okay, because if you want to get that license, we want to get you squared away, because you know, next week, we're kind of working skeleton crew next week, because it's going to be that holiday week for us.
I understand, Your Honor.
All right. All right, very good. What are your plans for the Christmas holidays, or do you have any?
Well, I'm staying around here. After the holidays, I'm gonna go see my family. But for like Friday and Saturday, I'm just staying here. I'm gonna enjoy it with my E-House family.
All right, very good, very good. All right, well, Miss Robs, what do you have next for Mr. Woodhurst?
Your Honor, I have a face-to-face for Mr. Woodhurst for January 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Woodhurst?
I did, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And so even though we're waiting, can you print me out an ROA for that civil infraction with the balance on it? All right, we're waiting to see what Mr. Ficus can do. I still want everyone to join me. Mr. Woodhurst served in the Army. I want everyone to join me in thanking Mr. Woodhurst for his service to this country. Thank you, Mr. Woodhurst.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, thank you. So proud of you. All right, we're gonna see what happens with this. I'm 2 seconds from just happening it myself, but I'd like to hear from the people. I would love to hear from the people, okay?
So, Judge, he does have the two misdemeanors.
I'm sorry.
On the docket, he has 2 of the misdemeanors. Those
Yes.
two. So which one am I zeroing out? Because one of them, they both have balances.
Both of them should be zeroed out because
Okay.
they shouldn't even both have balances.
Okay.
Once they go on a Veterans Treatment Court order, we assess one set of costs.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so zero on both. What were the balances on each one?
okay, no problem.
Can you tell me the balance for each one? I
Yes, ma'am, I will. Sorry, 1 second.
just want to make sure.
Okay, so on the first ticket, the end in 318, oh, they both end in 318. The one. The first one on the docket, the balance is 706.
Now, Miss Robs, there's a balance of 706 on one, and then what's the balance on the other one?
The balance on the second one is 115.
115. That's
Yes.
and both of those are the misdemeanors.
Correct.
All right, very good. And so, Miss Robs, I need you to get with Miss Mack to reconcile that because there should have only been one set of costs associated for Mr. Woodhurst's Veterans Treatment Court order. And it seems like there are 2 matters that are both on the order that are carrying balances. So if he's worked the community service, I need you to come down, talk to Ms. Mack so we can I want to get his account reconciled today.
Yes, Your Honor, will do.
All right, very good, very good. Okay. All right, Mr. Woodhurst, you're gonna hang tight with us just for a minute.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you for your patience and I hope you enjoy the holidays.
I hope you do too, Your Honor. Have a blessed one.
Thank you, sir.
I'll hang on.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
All right, hang on for me. Go ahead and mute yourself.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Robs, who do we have up next?
Your Honor, Mr. Desi Richardson, he has been having I don't know if I know he has his phone on, but he also has the laptop. So I'm hoping that he was able to connect to.
All right. Well, let's try. Mr. Richardson, can you hear us? We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Mr. Richardson.
How about now, Your Honor?
I can hear you now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You look so nice.
You look very well.
I can't hear you. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Your Honor?
We can't hear you. You're fading in and out.
Okay, it may be the Wi-Fi here. This building, the way it's structured, it has so much steel.
Now I can. Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Now I can hear you.
Thank you,
all right,
ma'am.
How are you doing, Mr. Richardson?
I'm blessed, Your Honor. I have a few obstacles came my way lately, but other than that, I'm blessed. Health-wise, I'm doing well. I talked to my nephew. He's looking forward to me coming back to work. And really things are looking up. I'm taking these core classes. I'm taking NA about 3 times a day here in the Manual House. It's a hectic schedule. And I'm helping out, passing out food to the public whenever we have food to pass out. I volunteer for that. I'm just really, now that I got my feet back under me, I'm really enjoying myself. I'm doing things from a lot of these guys here in the Manual House, and it's really wonderful, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. And so, Mr. Richardson, let me place your case numbers on the record just very quickly. I have case numbers SP 106-06801 and case number 200-572-3501. State your full name for me.
Desi Richardson.
All right, Mr. Richardson. We've got a bad connection, but we're gonna make it work, okay?
Ma'am.
All right. I can. You've got a noise that's going on and you're fading in a little bit and out, but we're gonna work with it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So, Mr. Richardson, what do you think is helping you to stay on track? You're back on track.
Yes, ma'am. Well, for one, I've had an opportunity to affiliate with here in the Manual House. The way the program is set up, you're affiliated with a lot of different veterans and the obstacles that they've been going through. You have things, and you have people that come into a Manual House that have a lot of clean time, and they've had the same problems and obstacles that you have. So with that, you learn from that. You have several classes from morning till night. Everything from mental health to learning how to make decisions and handle a budget to NA, AA. You have all kind of classes here, and it keeps you a full schedule. And I kind of enjoy that. I kind of like staying busy.
So you know that, Mr. Richardson, I'm basing it off of what you just said. you know that even once you leave there, you will need to continue services. You can't just stop cold turkey. You're gonna have to continue services.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Recovery is a lifetime commitment. We can't put it down and pick it up and put it down and pick it up. You have to work it every single day for the rest of your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. I share with you all the time. I share with you all the time. I have a brother, 32 years in recovery. He does it every single day. He's in meetings 2 and 3 times a week. He leads meetings and he's been sober 32 years. But recovery is a lifetime commitment. You've got to do it every day for the rest of your life, or you're putting yourself at risk to go backwards.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. That's one of the main things they get you to understand. Once you surrender, you know, and go through the different steps, that's one of the main things, that this is a lifetime situation and you are forever has to stay in meetings and do service. And it's a hard road ahead, but I'm ready to fight. And I
need you to be ready to fight.
I got my shield, just like when I stood up last night in the meeting and I let the guys know. I told them, I said, yeah, we're in a bubble here in Emmanuel House, but there's one, excuse my grammar, but it's one hell of a war out there on them streets. And we must put on our armor and be prepared to move forward with your new life, because that's what this is all about. Having a new life, making a new change and moving forward where you were stagnated through drugs and alcohol and whatever else you chose to be addicted to. So I look forward to it.
All right. Very good. We're looking forward to it for you. We definitely are. And so, Miss Robs, the last time we were together, the projected release date for Mr. Richardson was December 28th. Is that still the projected date?
Yes, Your Honor, that still remains as the projected date.
All right. So tell me what's going on with Mr. Richardson.
Your Honor, Mr. Richardson is doing extremely well at Emmanuel House. He does extremely well, you know, in that setting. I have seen a change in him as far as within his attitude, you know, his decision making, and just the desire to get back on track and be, you know, united with his family. I think Mr. Richardson was kind of overwhelmed. You know, he went through a spiral at one point, Your Honor. He was able to get himself back up. He's doing really well. We do have a plan for him to be connected for outpatient once he leaves Emmanuel House, to stay connected there with their group of individuals and meetings, as well as for him to stay connected, Your Honor, to the VA for his medical and any other services that can be rendered through the VA for him. He does have a support system, Your Honor, a positive support system. He, again, has been back connected with family, so he'll have family support and community support with Emmanuel House. He does, Your Honor, have some concerns, and I want to make sure, because I know that last time he was in court, Mr. Parker brought it up as well, and we were having some difficulties with Mr. Richardson because we couldn't hear him, so I just wanted to kind of put that on the record so that it gets kind of put him at ease a bit in regards to his contract. Mr. Richardson does have some questions as to why his contract has extended over a year. I know, Your Honor, you did speak about it, that, you know, there was a setback. And so just to make sure that Mr. Richardson understands that even though there was a setback, yes, some more time has been, you know, a little bit of time has been extended, but it's not the end of the world. He just has to have a little bit more patience with the program and, you know, what we're trying to do for him so that we can make sure that his sobriety, you know, has some longevity to it and not just a quick Band-Aid fix. So I just want to make sure that I express that to Mr. Richardson, that we do support him, and we're trying to make sure that we do everything we can to make sure that once he does complete, he stays successful in his recovery process. So, thank you.
All right, thank you. And that's one of the reasons, Ms. Robs, I really try to stay away from, and I know we've called it a contract historically, but it is a court's order. And so, and this court has jurisdiction up to 24 months. When people come in, we do like to give them a time frame for them to work in. No, it can't be less than 12 months. It can't be more than 24 months. We try to give them a time frame. But when you hit bumps in the road, when there are difficulties, we've had some delays, Mr. Richardson, some delays that have been on your end. And so I can't say, well, I'm going to release Mr. Richardson because it's 12 months. When you hit a major bump in the road, that just doesn't make sense. I'm setting you up for failure. And I won't do that, not in this program. And so we'll continue to work with you instead of focusing on when the program will end. Shift your focus to how can I make sure I stay in recovery for a lifetime, whether I'm in a program or not. How can I stay in recovery for a lifetime? Utilize the resources that we've made available to you. That's where I want your focus to be, not on how long do I stay in the program, because that's the wrong focus. And the wrong focus will take you to the wrong destiny. Okay? So we want to make sure we shift focus, that we're focused on recovery. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You hear me?
All right, Mr. Parker. No, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I was asking, could you hear me, Your Honor?
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
It's a little shaky, but I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
What I wanted to ask you was that I received some tickets in the mail, and they was like backdated. And what I was trying to find out, it was my original charge, which was an improper tag, which they told me it was a felony, which I came to drug court in the beginning. So I thought that was thrown out, or once I came to drug court, they were supposed to do something with it, because I asked Attorney Reed at one time when I asked about getting my license so I could get my records squared away. And I paid all the fines and levies that he told me that I owed as far as getting my license back. And now
all right, so let me, do you see something in the system, Miss Mack? Okay, I'm not aware of a felony charge, Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings. I'm not certain what he's talking about. And so if you've received something in the mail, let me recommend this. I need you to provide it to Ms. Robs so that she's able to get it to the attorneys and they can figure out what it is. But otherwise, we have no way of knowing what you're talking about. Miss Mack, my clerk, is saying to me that there are no other charges in the system for Mr. Richardson. And so you need to send Ms. Robs, get to Ms. Robs what you've received, okay? And we'll go from there.
Your Honor, if I might just briefly interrupt. I've been in touch with Miss Robb. She gave me a ticket number and a name, probably a close relative of Mr. Richardson's, a William Arnez Richardson. I don't know if that is akin to you, sir,
that's
or
my
not.
son.
Okay, but you can't pay his ticket. He has an outstanding ticket.
I'm trying to pay tickets. The ticket had on there because I have them here at Emmanuel House, and I faxed them over to Miss Raw. I had the office here to fax them to her, and I thought it said Desi Richardson on the tickets.
I don't know, sir. What I saw from Miss Robs had William Arnez Richardson on it. And when I looked it up on the computer, it had William Arnez Richardson on it. It was not a felony. So, but
Your Honor,
I looked at your
I
record.
apologize, but I'm going to do those tickets
Hold
again.
on, hold on, Mr. Richardson, you cut Mr. Fikens off. Let Mr. Fikens finish your statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, first of all, you don't have to apologize at all. This is what we're here for, is to clear up any confusion you might have. So your inquiry is great. It just doesn't apply to you. Excuse me, those tickets don't apply to you. There's nothing we can do. If your son wishes to take care of those matters, he should come down to court to take care of them, but it's a misdemeanor, not a felony.
Improper tag is a misdemeanor?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, very good, very good. Anything else for Mr. Richardson, Mr. Parker?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you again. Mr. Richardson's doing well. He's looking good too. He's dressed really nice today, and he's really high up in his spirits. He's looking forward to, as he stated earlier, to go back and work with his nephew and to get the things done and move forward for the most part. You know, he's really excited about that, and I'm excited for him. We know that there's some things he's got to do, and I encourage him to stay in touch with me. He has my number, I have his, and I'm always available. All you have to do is just call me. I'm only a phone call away, and he knows that. So I just want to, kudos and congratulate him for the 28th, even though there's still some things that we got to do, still moving forward, and not looking back. And so just keep doing what you're doing, Mr. Richardson. Stay on track and just keep pressing towards that mark. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Anything else for me?
Judge, I want to congratulate Mr. Richardson on a good report. You look good. I like that tie. Thank you for putting my name on the record. Have a good, safe holiday, Mr. Richardson. You look great. Be safe.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
You look great as
All
always,
right.
Mr. Richardson.
Mr. Fikens, go ahead, I can't hear you.
I just wanted to say you look great as always, Mr. Richardson. Always well dressed.
Thank you very much. I have
Good holiday.
to do it. I gotta judge with a sharp eye.
All right.
All right.
All right, Mr. Richardson, I need everyone before Mr. Richardson leaves to join me in thanking Mr. Richardson for serving in the Army. Thank you, Mr. Richardson. We appreciate you. All right, you are going home in a couple of days. Do the right thing. Keep company with the right people so you can have the right outcomes, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. Sit back and talk. Usually it's a little bit better. Now say it.
I said, can I come to Zoom court sometime?
Absolutely, any day you want to. But we're gonna give you a return to court date. Make sure you show up on this date right here. What's that date, Ms. Robbs?
Your Honor, that will be January 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. But if Mr. Richardson would like to Zoom in, he can do like 8:30 if that's okay with you, Your Honor.
Yes, whatever Mr. Richardson wants to do, that's fine with me.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I can come in at 8:30.
Come on at 8:30. I'm gonna change the time in my notes. 8:30 it is, Miss Matt. All right, Mr. Richardson. Happy holidays to you, sir.
And to all of you,
Thank you.
very much.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Take care. All right. All right. All right. Thank you. Did we get anything from Mr. Woodhurst?
We did, Your Honor. Somebody go ahead.
Oh, Mr. Richardson, you're all done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, very good. Because that he had that sound, that feedback is driving me crazy. All right, let's do it. Mr. Woodhurst, you have something on Mr. Woodhurst? Mr. Ficus, can I call the case into the record?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have case number 173906711. Mr. Woodhurst, unmute and state your full name for me, please.
Ralph Anthony Woodhurst.
All right, Mr. Ficus, what are we doing?
Judge, on the civil infraction, the people are willing to dismiss that matter. There is, he's made a partial payment on it, it appears, but they are willing nevertheless to dismiss the matter, knowing full well that he still owes $45 for a reinstatement fee. And we've reviewed the SOS. I have. It appears that that could be holding him up, although maybe he's good to go, but he should pay that reinstatement fee anyway, because at some point that will catch up to him. That's $45.
All right, very good, very good. It's going to be dismissed. I'm dismissing it without prejudice. Mr. Woodhurst, you're in great shape. Here you go, Ms. Mack. You're in great shape, Mr.
Okay,
Woodhurst.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care. Happy holidays to you.
Same to you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Ms. Rives, who do we have up next?
Your Honor, that concludes our veterans docket on this morning.
Okay, very good, very good. Then we are in great shape. Let's do it. We're gonna go to the regular docket. I am going to release, I'm gonna admit everybody else in. I'll take off the security. Yes, Ms. Cleveland?
Mr. Hatcher is still in the room, Your Honor.
I'm at court right now. I'm gonna call you back.
I'm sorry?
Mr. Hatcher is on that docket.
You've gotta do something with your mic. It's rubbing up against something.
Okay.
And I can't really hear you.
Your Honor,
I'm going to ask everyone to please put your device on mute, leave it on mute until it is time for your hearing. I'm going to do Mr. Hatcher next. Mr. Scott was not with us, and so that's why I did not do Mr. Hatcher. Mr. Scott was not with us. So give me just 1 second, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, anything preliminary for me?
Not at this point in time. I noticed. Go ahead, Mr. Reed.
Go ahead, Mr. Pikens.
No, go ahead, because I gotta look up something. Go ahead.
Judge, I talked to Mr. Manning on the new intake, and we're ready whenever the court is.
Okay, he's gonna sit and observe for a while, okay, Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Your Honor, I have a person coming, I believe, from the jail, Portia Goldsmith. That is a new intake.
Yes.
And when they come, I need to go into a breakout room with Portia Goldsmith.
All right, very good. Give me 1 second. All right. Yes. All right, let's keep going. I am ready on Mr. Hatcher. Mr. Hatcher, if you can unmute for me. Oh, I need 1 second. Officer, can you put some hot water in here for me? From over there. All right, I have the following matter for Nicholas Hatcher. Let's see, I have case number 200-550-9301. Mr. Hatcher, unmute and give me your full name, please.
Nicholas Hatcher.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Hatcher.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Sleepy.
Why are you sleepy? You had enough time to take a nap. Why are you sleepy this morning?
I had to get up and go drive. And I just got off work not so long ago.
Oh, okay. So you had to go drop and you just got off from work. How's work going?
It's good.
I need you to fix that camera so I can see your face. All I see is the nose and the mouth. I think it's your nose and mouth, but oh, there you go. I see it. I see it. All right, Mr. Hatcher. The job is going well?
Yeah, it's straight. It's going good.
You still like it?
Yeah, I like it. It's easy.
Okay, very good. Very good. How's your mom?
She doing good. She doing way better.
I'm sorry?
She's doing good. She's doing way better.
She is wonderful. Are you still being a big help to her?
Yeah, I am.
You are? All right. I'm so glad to hear that. And thank you for being a big help to your mom. That's very, very important. Okay? All right. I'm sorry?
I was dazing off. I'm sorry.
What were you going to say?
No, I was going to tell you, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because you told me for being a big help for my mom. I was saying thank you. I keep dazing off. I'm tired.
Yes, and you are a big help. And I say that, and I don't just say that for something to say, because you're young, and sometimes, young people, y'all do some different stuff, And so for you to be a young man and helping with your mom, I think that's wonderful. I think that's absolutely wonderful. So thank you. All right. How have you been doing for the holidays, Mr. Hatcher?
I've been doing good, eating, getting fat.
Well, welcome to the team. We all on the same team, the fat team. Welcome, sir.
No, I'm trying to lead that team.
You said no, you don't want to be on our team.
Nah,
Mr. Hatcher. Mr. Hatcher, you're not supposed to say it in front of us. You're supposed to say it behind our backs. Like,
no, we can all go to the other side together. We go to the other side together.
We can go. I'm going with you. I'm working it. I'm working it. I am. I have maybe a slice or two of pie I want to eat over the next couple of weeks. And then I'm done. I'm done. Okay?
All right.
All right.
I'm holding you to that.
You gonna hold me to it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, hold me to it. All right, Mr. Hatcher. Other than eating during the holidays, have you been having any difficulties with staying on track?
No difficulties. It's really easy. I be around really just my brother, sister, mother. So they all just like support me. And plus, we just sit around, talk about all the old days and all that.
Okay. All right. Very good. Positive people. Definitely that's a good thing. Good start. All right. Is there anything you need us to help you with, Mr. Hatcher?
No, everything been going good.
Okay. Wonderful. All right, Miss Cleveland. What you doing over there, Officer Lot? Hold on 1 second, Mr. Hatcher. I'm like, what is Officer Lot doing over there? The hot water? Why? It looks like I have some more issues. It's no water. It's no water. There you go. All right, so you right again? Yes, please, because I need some hot water, SAT. All right. Thank you, Mr. Hatcher, for your patience. All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you have for me for Mr. Hatcher?
Can you hear me okay, Your Honor, now?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, Mr. Hatcher is doing very well. He is compliant with your court orders. He did contact me previously because he was having a little bit of a dental issue, but he got that resolved and it did not impact his screens or anything like that at all. We're working together on his phase 2 processes. So, we're just going to continue to work on that to make sure he stays in compliance with the court.
All right, and he is in phase 2, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. And so let's continue to work on your phase 2 pieces that you need to get done. All right, Mr. Hatcher?
All right.
All right, you keeping up with that driver's license? You keeping it good?
Yeah, I am. I got to.
All right, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, if no questions from Mr. Hatcher, or is there anything else from any of the other team members?
Good report, Mr. Hatcher. Have a safe holiday. Drive safe. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Yes. And sir, I'd just like to add, yes, good report. Keep up the good work. You're doing a good job. We are proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Hatcher, I want you to have a wonderful holiday. We are going to see Mr. Hatcher again when, Miss Cleveland?
Your Honor, he's going to have a face-to-face because he is in phase 2 on January 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. Happy holidays, sir.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Hatcher?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, you were in earlier this morning when I announced that it's the holidays. This is for the whole courtroom. I know it's tough for everybody, but let me tell you, for the holidays, you all have been given resources. You have case managers, you have mentors, you have where you do your therapy, all of those things. Reach out to your resources, reach out, ask for help. Pick up the phone, go online, do whatever you need to do, because going backwards should not be an option. Do understand that during the holidays, you must test. You must test. Do not miss a test. You must test during the holidays. If you miss a test, you're gonna have to come in and see me in person. And that's not gonna be a good visit. So please make sure that you know the time and hours of operations for your testing facilities so that you can go when your color is called. Do not try to count test, because I may call in an additional test during the holidays. That's just what I may do. So don't count tests. Just call every day. If your color drops, get up and go. Why are you laughing, Mr. Hatcher?
I'm sorry.
Why? Why you laughing? Tell us why you laughing.
Cause you might just throw a random at me to go test. I don't got a problem.
You're probably thinking the judge be tripping. Look at her. Won't even let us have a good Christmas holiday. That's what you think of, Mr. Hatcher.
No, I'm cool. I've been through enough holidays already. I'm
okay.
Cool. I ain't got time. I seen you in person already. I don't want to see.
Mr. Hatcher, you will win this. You said it's not good. It's not good in person. Is it, Mr. Hatcher?
No, I don't want to see it if it ain't like involving food and just seeing each other on good terms.
Like we gonna hang out, Mr. Hatcher. All right, Mr. Hatcher. Very good. That's right. You don't want to see me unless it's for good times, food and fellowship, right? So
Right.
look, do what you're supposed to do over the holidays. This is for everybody. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do. Go test. Even if you know you done something you're not supposed to do. Go test. Because don't make it worse. I can help you if you fall off. What I can't do is help you if you're not gonna do what I've ordered you to do. And that is you must test, okay? All right, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Hatcher. I want you to have a wonderful holiday season. Continue to take good care of your mom, okay?
Okay, thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, someone has joined us from the Wayne County Jail. And I believe, who is it? Mr. Epps, is he on my docket today or he is? All right, Mr. Epps is supposed to, I'll need to see the ROA because I think Mr. Epps, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, no, he should be on tomorrow's docket. He should be on tomorrow's docket. He's a Wednesday case.
Yes, Judge.
Yes. So good morning, Mr. Epps.
Good morning.
All right, and good morning at the Wayne County Jail.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Epps has to be brought on tomorrow for a different specialty court. And so was he able to get the evaluations that the court ordered? Do you know?
Ma'am, I'm unaware if he was.
Okay, I'll check. I didn't receive anything in my email, but I'll check with the case managers for tomorrow's specialty court. And so, Ms. Mack, do we need to send over another MIT with tomorrow's date?
I will, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Mack is gonna send it over. We'll see him tomorrow at 8:30.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mr. Epps, and at the jail. Thank you. All right, very good. Let's keep going. I am going to go to Mr. Hankins. Good. Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Cleveland, you have something for me?
Yes, Your Honor. I have the intake, apparently, the attorney popped on, I think she's gone now, Miss Murphy, and she says that she was not sure if Mr. Man.
Miss Cleveland, you gotta move your hair or something. Something is rubbing up against your microphone and it's distorting your sound. Maybe it's up against your cheek. I don't know. Your microphone. Let's try that.
Can you hear me now, Your Honor? Better?
It's still something rubbing. Maybe you have a fan going. Do you have a fan going?
But it's turned the other way. So I'm gonna come downstairs.
Okay.
I'll just come downstairs.
Well, actually, I can hear you better now.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry. I just wanted to let you know, I think I need a new headset. I'm gonna ask if they order one for me because it's been causing problems. But Mr.
You're fading in and out, Miss Cleveland. Why don't you just come downstairs?
Okay, I'll be there in a minute, Your Honor.
All right, come on. We'll wait for you. Let's keep going. Are we ready on Mr. Hankins? Who has Mr. Hankins' case? Is that Miss Cleveland?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Hankins, we'll have to hold on just for a little second. Come on, Miss Cleveland, come on down. Because I'm having a hard time hearing you. While she's doing that, there was a gentleman, well, he turned off his camera. So when your camera's off, you're off.
I'm sorry,
Mr.
Patrick. What time?
10:30. Yes. Good morning, Miss Goldsmith. Good morning. All right, if someone could let if he's not on already, Mr. Griffin know, yes, that Miss Goldsmith is here. All right, thank you. Oh, Mr. Griffin, Miss Goldsmith is in the courtroom.
Okay, Judge, I just have one case to do and then I'll be down there.
Okay, who do you have?
Kelly Monk.
Okay, she was on my docket for yesterday, but I'll do her because Miss Cleveland has to come down. So come on, Miss Muck, unmute for me. Did we add Miss Muck to today's docket?
Yes.
All right, very good. Do I have a old docket? No, I have a good one. I have case number Z 807-3181. Miss Muck, please state your full name.
Callie Muck.
Good morning to you, Miss Muck.
Good morning.
All right, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing very well. Thank you. Thank you. All right, how have you been doing during the holidays, Miss Muck?
Pretty good. I've been testing. Everything's come back negative, going to my groups. It is getting a little bit harder to go to groups because I do it 3 times a week. And there's actually more groups that I could go to, but I haven't gone to them yet. But yeah, I mean, everything's basically the same.
All right, are you going to those groups because that's a part of your treatment plan? Is that you need to go to groups 3 times a week?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, are you doing any individualized sessions?
Yeah, I go to group therapy twice a week and individual therapy once a week.
All right, very good. All right, keep working it. I know it might become a little bit hectic, but certainly keep working it. The last time that you were with me, Miss Muck, I ordered a medication review. I still want that medication review done by the doctor. I want the doctor to tell me in writing that he prescribed that medication to you, and the doctor to tell me in writing that he has discontinued that medication. You can't just discontinue and I don't get the medication review. I need the review and I need it right away.
Yep, Judge, we should have it by this afternoon. She did order, she did talk to the doctor, and so he said he would get it over to me by this afternoon.
Wonderful. All right. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. All right. How are you doing with the holidays, Miss Muck? Has it been difficult?
Yeah, Christmas sucks. I can't wait for it to be over, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, it's just so stressful. I don't even understand why it's a thing, to be honest. But
I'm
getting
sorry,
it.
you don't understand. I
don't-
missed the last part. You faded
I
out.
don't understand why Christmas is a thing.
Oh, I do, but
I mean,
y'all just have it as the wrong thing. That's it. It's been commercialized and people
Right.
spend money that they don't have and buy gifts for people that don't, it's not their birthday and they didn't do anything spectacular. And so, yeah, I understand why we have Christmas and why it's a big thing, but the meaning has been lost. And so
Right.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm just
I
gonna
definitely
start.
get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start buying gifts a lot sooner next year. So, but other than that, it's
Yeah.
not too bad.
All right, very good. And are you with your family during the holidays? Are you spending time with your family?
Yeah, we'll probably go to my sister's house.
Okay, all right, very good. How's your daughter doing?
She's good. Yeah, she's really
She's
good.
good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good, very good. Do you have any questions for us today, Miss Monk?
I don't think so, no.
No questions? All right, Mr. Griffin, update me on Miss Monk.
Like she stated, she's still testing has been negative. She is attending her groups and individual meetings. I did talk to her yesterday and today, so she did get in touch with her doctor's office. So I should have something by sometime this afternoon. And other than that, she's doing well. She's working, so just making the best. I know some people struggle over the holidays, like you said, have different meanings for a lot of us. Sometimes it can be a sad season for people and, joy for other people. So just tell her to hang in there. She has the resources to reach out to if she's struggling with anything. But other than that, Your Honor, she's in compliance.
All right, very good, very good. I'm glad to hear that, Miss Monk. And so how are you doing with the dog?
Actually, I was like, for a while, every day I'd be like, okay, can't do this anymore. She has to go. But no, she's still here. She's still here. Yep. We haven't gotten rid of her. She is getting a little bit better. She is, but very little progress.
All right, hang in there, Miss Muck, hang in there. If you must, hang in there, okay, if you must. All right, anything from any of the other team members as to Miss Muck?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Ms. Muck. The holidays don't last forever. Drug court doesn't last forever. You're working the program. Be safe and have a safe holiday. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Muck.
Thank you.
All right, very good, Mr. Griffin. What's next for Miss Muck?
Your Honor, she'll be coming back to see you for a Zoom hearing on January the 10th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good. Ms. Muck, I believe you were on when I gave my spiel about testing. Please make sure that you get to your testing and that you call every single day because I may throw in an additional test, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, very good. Happy holidays to you. Try to take the stress out of it. Do the things you can do and the things you can't do, you probably don't need to do them anyways. That's my philosophy. I'm a lot older than you, but that's my philosophy now, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, very good. Take care.
You too.
All right, Judge, I'm
bye-bye.
on my way down for the intake.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, I'm really ready on Mr. Hankins this time.
I'm here.
Miss Cleveland is in the courtroom. And Mr. Paul, you were laid up on something. I'm never gonna talk to you lying down. I'm just not. Nope. All right. Let's do it, Mr. Hankins. I have case number Z808-1221. State your full name for me, Mr. Hankins.
Zachary Hankins.
All right, Mr. Hankins, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Judge. How you doing?
I am doing well, thank you. I'm doing very well. How have you been doing during the holidays?
Oh, you know, this time of year is always a little crazy, but I did all right this year. I got everybody pretty early, so I took the stress out of it pretty quickly, so I'm good.
All right, good for you. Good for you. Yes, I've had my grandbabies squared away since, before Thanksgiving. And so as long as they're squared away, the rest of the world is squared away, at least in my eyes.
Yeah, see, I got my dad and my sister, and that's all I really worry about, so I'm good. I got them quick.
All right, good for you. Good for you. All right, how are you doing working on yourself, Mr. Hankins?
Doing good. I'll have 10 months the day after Christmas, and you know.
Yeah, come on,
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Hankins.
Yeah, you know.
For those of you that's not celebrating in my court, hold on, Mr. Hankins.
Sorry.
For those of you that are in court not celebrating, just know your case gonna be last. All right, go ahead, because we celebrate wins. I see you, Mr. Rice. We celebrate wins, all wins in specialty court. Yes, we do, because someday you will be winning and you'll want us to celebrate you as well. All right, come on. That's right, Mr. Rice. All right, go ahead, Mr. Hankins. What were you saying?
I was just saying, you know, they always say anything worth it is worth fighting for, and I'm starting to see that's the case.
Yeah, so you're fighting for it, Mr. Hankins?
Yeah, you know, I kind of plateaued, I think. You know, it's no longer like chasing that pink cloud, as they say, but, you know, it's just, you know, just day by day, just keep doing what I got to do and just, you know, 24 hours at a time.
All right, there you go. Is your family still supportive of you?
Oh, yeah, very. Yeah, I got a great support system.
All right, I'm glad to hear that. Very glad to hear that. All right, Miss Cleveland, and I need you to update me, but you'll have to do it in staffing, not in this setting, but I'll need you to update me as to MAT, because I don't have an update on that.
Yes, Your Honor, definitely will, but
Okay.
I would like you to know that Mr. Hankins is in compliance. I believe I just got an updated progress report from his counselor, so I haven't had a chance to review it yet, but I'll take a look at it, today when I'm done with court. He's doing everything he's supposed to. He is making good, consistent payments to the court, which I'm very pleased to report.
Good.
Your Honor, he's on track and he's staying committed, so I'm very proud. His screens are good, everything's good.
All right, and what phase is Mr. Hankins in?
Your Honor, he was just recently promoted to
Yes.
phase 2.
All right, very good, very good. And so, and he's doing well, no issues.
No issues, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful. Continuum of care, because I'm certain that he's completed any treatment. So what is his continuum of care?
It appears as though he's still going for treatment and he is working with another jurisdiction. So they might have him doing more as far as they know that he is here and with our program, but they might also be requiring that he has to report that to us if that's the case. But he is still engaged with his current treatment plan.
All right, very good. Well, good morning, Ms. Rogers. All right, very good, very good. All right, anything from any of the team members as to Mr. Zachary Hankins?
Keep up the good work, Mr. Hankins. We're very proud of you. Good report. Have a good
Thanks,
holiday.
Mr. Vikings.
Congratulations, Mr. Hankins, on the clean time. Have a good holiday and be safe. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Reed. Thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, what's the return date for Mr. Hankins?
Your Honor, he is phase 2. He will be returning for a face-to-face on January 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. And I want him to have a happy holiday and safe.
Wonderful. All right, Mr. Hankins, did you hear that? You're coming back?
January 11th at 10:30, face-to-face.
Yes, sir, with Miss Cleveland. And she also says she wants you to have a wonderful holiday, and I want you to have a wonderful holiday too. Be careful, make some good choices about the people that you associate with so you can have some good outcomes, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, very good. Take care.
You too. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you. Same to you.
Your Honor, I know my microphone was out up there, but I just wanted to alert the court that Mr. Manning, apparently, I asked Ms. Mack to run the ROA because I wanted to make sure that he was sentenced, but it appears as though he may not have been sentenced.
He wouldn't be sentenced. It would be a plea, and then he'd come to me, and I will do the sentencing.
Okay, because I thought this was post-sentence for,
No, this is post-plea.
post-plea. Okay, thank you
Yes,
very much.
post-plea.
Thank
Yes.
you. So that's why his attorney was in the room earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Is he using his attorney for purposes?
No, she left actually. He talked to Mr. Reed, but she did zoom in because she wanted to, wanted to make sure that he was here, I guess, and things were going well. So I'm glad that that's happened. Thank you.
Okay. All right. No problem. All right. I do see, who has Mr. Mansell's case?
Your Honor, I do.
All right. Are you ready to present Mr. Mansell?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is he on for today?
Yes, Your Honor. There was a discrepancy. He came on last week. He should have been on this week's docket.
And he's not on today's docket. I don't see him. All right. Do you have a case number for me, Ms. Robs?
Your Honor, I can just have 2 seconds. I have 200000057 FD.
So he is a transfer case, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that the only case he has for 36 District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that's fine. Mr. Mansell, please state your full name.
Brian Mansell.
All right, Mr. Mansell, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well. Ms. Ross, I'm going to have you present because Mr. Mansell did come out. She's in lockup, and so you can work with the officer to do whatever needs to be done. All right, Ms. Robs, I'm going to have you start off presenting with respect to Mr. Mansell.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Mansell, he is a transfer case from Hamtramck. He's in phase 3. He has completed all requirements, Your Honor, of his drug treatment court order. However, Your Honor, Mr. Mansell did contact me on this morning and let me know that, because we were having an issue in regards to his license, but he did communicate, Your Honor, that his wife is going to assist him in getting the and putting the device in his in the vehicle. So he did send me the information via email on this morning so that we can get that process started with Smart Start. Outside of that, Your Honor, he's in compliance. He's still working. He's in compliance with his probation terms and Hamtramck. He's still testing compliant. He still keeps in contact with Mr. Black from Adult Wellbeing. He's doing everything he's supposed to at this time, Your Honor. He's in compliance. We're just going to get him situated with his driver's license through Smart Start. Get that process rolling. No issues to report, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. All right, anything from any of the team members as to Mr. Mansell? Mr. Mansell, look, I'm happy, before I hear from the team members, I'm happy to hear that you are going to go forward and get that restricted license. I've said this over and over again. It doesn't make sense for people to come with us and stay all of this time and not leave here with all of the rights and privileges that they should have. Because one thing we know about folks, you're going to drive. You can tell me all day, I swear I'm not going to drive, I'm not going to drive, I'm not going to drive. You're going to drive. Something's going to come up, the car's there, the keys are there, and I'm just going to run up, I'm just going to go right, I'm just going to come back, and you're going to drive. And you're going to get caught, because that's just how life works. You're going to get caught. And then you're going to be that far back from your goal of getting a license. All right, you're going to start redigging a deeper hole for yourself. And so I want people to leave this program, and if they want to drive, then I want them to have the ability to drive and to drive legally. So I am glad that you are going to do that restricted license. You're gonna have to be with us a couple of months for us to monitor you on it. But look, do it, because that really puts you in position, as long as you follow all of the requirements, to getting your full license restored, okay? Uh-oh, you're on mute. I can't hear you. Mr. Mansell, you are on mute. There you go.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, someone was calling my phone and I tried to cancel the call and it wouldn't let me hear you.
You couldn't hear me?
I couldn't, there was a call coming in, I hit decline, but it wouldn't, you were talking and I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
Oh, Lord, I said a whole lot.
Yeah,
Ms. Rob's an update. This is what I said. I'm glad, I'm gonna give you the short version of what I just said. I'm glad that you're doing the application for the restricted license, because what we do know is that people will drive, and we want you to drive legally in the state of Michigan. And so get the restricted license. That way you can have your regular license restored at some point. You'll have to be with me for a few months for me to monitor it. But look, it is going to be worth it. So that's the short version. Miss Robs can fill you in on all the other stuff I said, okay?
Okay.
That's the main stuff I want you to hear, okay?
Right.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for us, Mr. Mansell?
No, everything else is fine.
All right, Miss Robs, let's try to get, if he's got his ducks in a row, let's try to get that document signed and sent to the Secretary of State before we do our holiday closure. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll do.
I won't be here. I won't be here. And I don't even know where I'm going. I'm taking my computer. I don't even know. All right. All right. I don't even know if I'm taking my phone. I don't know. But we want to get them squared away. All right. Thank you. Let me hear from team members. Anything for Mr. Mansell?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Mansell. Keep up the good work. Be safe and have a happy holiday. Thank you, sir.
You too.
And if I might add, Your Honor, it's always good to see you, Mr. Mansell. You always bring a lot of joy to all the meetings, and we appreciate that. So have a good holiday.
You too.
Thank you, Hunter.
All right, what's next for Mr. Mansell? Other than I'm gonna get that paperwork to sign off on that restricted license.
Yes, Your
I
Honor.
recommend him for the restricted license.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Mansell is to do a face-to-face January 18th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Mansell?
That's January the 18th at 10:30 a.m. face to face.
Yes, yes. All right, thank you for your patience this morning. Good to see you.
You too. You guys have a wonderful holiday.
All right, you do the same. Thank you. I am going to get Mr. Paul, if he's up, out of his relaxing position. I'm going to ask you to start your video. There you are, Mr. Paul. I don't know why you tried me. I don't know why, but you
That
did.
wasn't me. That wasn't me laying down.
It was you, sir. I was looking at you.
That was
all
Mr.
laid
Howell.
back.
That was Mr. Howell laid back. I was
No,
sitting in
that
this
was
chair
Mr.
all
Paul.
this time. I was
That
sitting
was
in this
Mr.
chair all
Paul.
this time. Look,
I know whose camera. You know what? Let me tell you this. Well, I'm not gonna argue it. Your head was down on something that looked
no,
like
I was
a
like this.
pillow or a cushion.
I was like this. In this
I'm not
chair.
talking to you that way. I'm about to turn off your camera.
Okay,
there
I'm
you go.
sitting
You
up
sat
now.
up? Okay, all right. Let's do that. Come on, Mr. Paul. Why are you giving me a hard time today? I don't
not.
even see you on my docket. You're not on my docket. Where's Mr. Paul? Did I miss him?
I'm not on your docket.
Miss Rouse, should Mr. Paul be on my docket today?
You
I
know,
thought I had a face-to-face.
Your Honor, I think what's going on, Your Honor, is that Mr. Paul has a couple cases that somehow, every time he gets scheduled, it's one case that kind of lingers on and is detached.
I need to pull them all together. I've said it 100 times. All of his cases should be together. So Ms. Mack, if you can run Keith Paul and put all of his cases together, same time slot, same day. And so Ms. Ross, was he due here today?
Yes, Your Honor, he was due for today.
Okay, he's not on my docket. I need to add him to my docket. That's why they think we don't have a lot of work going on in this courtroom, because my docket don't be accurate. We gonna have it accurate though. Nope. Pull January, put it on for today. I want everything today. And once and for all, we're gonna have all of Mr. Paul's cases together. That's okay. Oh, you don't have to print them all out.
Oh, okay.
No, don't print them all out.
Okay.
I just need some case numbers. Ms. Robs, do you have all of the case numbers?
Your Honor, I have the.
How many cases does he have? All right. Does 6 sound about right? I don't have his file with me because he wasn't on the docket, so they didn't pull my file.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know which ones are on his, whatchamacallit. Because this is 9. Miss, let's put one case number. What's one that's active? Let's put that on the record. And then I need to pull all of them together.
I can give you SP 121-04041.
All right. So, and that one has counts 1, 2, and 3 to it,
Correct.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
And they're open?
Yes, they are.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Paul, please add him, and all 6 of his matters, take the others off of any future dates on my docket. They should all be together. All right. Mr. Paul, state your full name for me.
Keith Paul.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Paul, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
You doing fine? Where are you? You still at Lake Ridge?
Yes, doing good in here. I'm working in here. I'm doing good in here. I'm on level 3. So I'm
All
doing
right.
good.
When you say you're working, what do you mean you're working?
I'm doing security here at Lake Ridge.
Look at you. Are you working with Joshua Howell?
Yeah, that's who you probably seen laying down.
Got you. And no, I saw you. I'm not thinking about you. All right. You could sing that song every time, and I'm gonna have the same response. We're gonna be like a choir. Every time you lead that part of the song, it's gonna be the same chorus. That was you. All right, Mr. Paul. I'm
Yes.
so proud of you. How are you feeling? You look better.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Staying out the way. I had a funeral. Went to a funeral and buried my cousin Friday, so I'm doing good. Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear about your cousin.
Out there being bad out there and had an overdose, and he is a young guy, so that really opened my eyes up because that could have been me from drinking and driving and could have killed somebody or myself. So that really opened my eyes up.
How old was your cousin, Mr. Paul?
It was 27.
A baby.
Yeah, he right here.
I am so sorry to hear that. I am. Thank you for sharing it. Hopefully, it will resonate with some folks in the courtroom or folks that may just be listening to the session. 27. No age is a good age to lose your life, right? To drugs or alcohol, but 27 years old.
Yeah,
how are you handling that,
heart.
Mr. Paul?
I'm handling it pretty well. I cried my heart out like a baby at the funeral, but I'm getting over it, because I can't do nothing about it, but stay strong, keep my head up, and keep working the program. So that's what I'm doing.
And you know that if you need to talk to someone, you are at Lake Ridge and you have a whole lot of folks there that are available to assist you with grief counseling, okay?
Yes, I called the therapist yesterday. They said that I didn't need it. So I called them yesterday, the therapist.
Okay, if you feel you need it, let Mr. Williams know, please.
Yes, I will.
Okay, do you feel you need to talk to somebody about the loss of your cousin?
No, not really. Me and Mr. Williams, we talk a lot. He already knows, so he kicked it with me and stuff. So I always talk to him every time I go up to his office and sit down and talk, have a one-on-one with him, things like that. He keep me on the right path. He like a brother to me, so and that's how I feel. Pastor like me, he's talking like he want to adopt me.
He's such a good guy.
Yeah.
He is.
I go to church every Sunday and Wednesday. I go to church and Bible study on Wednesday. So I'm doing good in here. I'm stress free in here. No worries, nothing. So I'm doing good.
You know I'm about to mess with you. Why do you think you're stress free?
Because I don't got no worries, really. I'm taking care of my business.
What else you not dealing with in there?
Them women.
Them women. I'm about to put it in quotations. You said it first. I just repeated you. Them women.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My grandmother used to say them women to the boys. She said them women is the devil. Them women stressing you out.
Yeah, they
Look,
do.
I need you to spend some time. Go ahead.
Block. I got them on block at the time then. It's Christmas. They all calling. Now they want to be my friend.
I should have took the camera off me. He said, Christmas, they all calling. They thirsty. Look at here. Tell them go find somewhere else to drink. That we
got
no
to.
drinks served here.
There ain't
Okay?
no popping no bottles over here.
Look, I need you, Mr. Paul, to focus in on you. I give you permission to be selfish because I want to see you tap into the potential that I know you have. You have not been performing at your fullest potential because the women have been able to put you in a position to enable you. That's what they've done. They've enabled you. And you allowed it. I'm not saying they're bad people, but you participated, you actively participated, and you enjoyed a whole lot of it. But look, I want you to tap into your potential. You have a lot of potential, a lot of potential. And I believe, I thought about you the other day. I don't have your file. You have a daughter, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is the question, and I don't
the
want
money
you to,
I was giving. The money I was giving the women, I gave it to her.
But this is the question I said I was gonna ask you, and I don't even want you to answer it. I want you to just think about it. Would you want your daughter to be connected to a man like you? Don't answer. Don't answer, because I see you in the future. I'm talking about the man you were a month ago, and the man. So I want you to think about that, because let me tell you something. They say that girls, most likely, they marry their fathers. When they say that, meaning they look at their father's traits, because fathers are usually their first love. They look at their father's traits, and because they love their fathers and they see them through pure eyes and full emotions, they, even when their fathers are not good people, if their fathers are good to them, they usually go out and they connect with men who have those same or similar traits. I'm not saying all the time, but it happens often. And that's why I said, I'm gonna ask you that question. Would you want your daughter to be connected to a man exactly like you? You think about that. I'm gonna have you answer it probably about 5 or 6 months from now, okay? We're gonna put that in the parking lot. Is he frozen or is he ignoring me? Did he hang up on me? Uh-oh, Mr. Paul said, you done lost your mind, Judge. I'm out of here. Mr. Paul, you hung up on me. Now he want to act like he got a bad connection. He had a good connection all morning. Now his connection bad. All right, you can act like your connection bad. I can't hear you.
I'm back. I don't know what happened. This phone went crazy.
You heard my question though, right?
Nah, because it was fading in and out.
You know what? He's so full of it. I'm gonna ask my question again, and I don't want an answer. Would you want your daughter? Would you want your daughter to be connected to a man who is just like you? Don't answer. I'm gonna have you answer that about 5 months from now.
Okay.
I just want you to think about it. All right?
Yes.
And then you'll have to go on YouTube and watch the tape as to all the other stuff I said. Or Miss Robs will have to tell you. I ain't got time to do all that. All right.
Okay.
All right. Look, you look better.
Badge. You see my badge.
I saw your badge when you was over there stretching and yawning all over the camera and everything. Is that your badge at Lathrop Village?
Yeah, that's a good support badge right there.
All right, look at you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm proud of you, Mr. Paul. I'm very, very proud of you. You've come a long way. Let's keep going, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me hear from you, Miss Robs.
Your Honor, as you indicated, Your Honor, Mr. Paul is looking much better. He's doing well at Lake Ridge. He got him, a job, a support staff. He's testing compliant. I think he's making better decisions since being there. I've had the opportunity to talk with Mr. Williams, who reports, Your Honor, that, he continuously participates in the groups and individuals, as well as within the, the spiritual aspect of the day program. Your Honor, I have no issues to report. Mr. Paul did do extremely well in terms of his grief and loss, and he's handling it really good without the use of alcohol and other drugs. So just want to commend him on that.
Yes.
He's in a good place, Your Honor. I think the structured environment right now was a wonderful thing for him because it has shifted his focus. So I just want to say, continue to stay on, the path of recovery and just keep doing a good job. No issues at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Paul?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Paul, I'm sorry for your loss, but you got a good report today. You're working the program. Keep up the good work and have a safe and happy holiday, Mr. Paul. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I will.
And if I might add, Your Honor, it was a great report, Mr. Paul, as usual. And keep up the great work. And, sometimes you got to let false accusations go past. Okay. You just got to do that. That's, I'm teasing.
All right. All right. Very good. Look, Mr. Paul, I want you to have a wonderful holiday. I want you to celebrate in a way that you've never celebrated before. Clean, sober, around people who have your best interest at heart. I want you to do that for the holidays, okay?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Robs, what's next?
Your Honor, I have a face-to-face for Mr. Paul for January 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
I'm sorry, one more time. January, you faded out on me a little bit.
I apologize, Your Honor. January 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
All right, Mr. Paul, did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and we put all 6 of his cases on for the 11th, right? Wonderful. We are all set. We shouldn't have that issue again. Great. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Paul. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I'll see you again when Mr. Howell come on.
All right, where's Mr. Howell? Oh, Lord, I'm not talking to you, Joshua. I'm not. Joshua, I'm not talking to you. Good morning, Mr. Howell. I'll speak to you now. You done set up. Joshua, that's my guy. Look at him. Good guy. You a good guy. Happy holidays to you, Mr. Howell. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too.
All right, you doing the right thing?
Yes, ma'am.
I know you are, because I haven't received a call.
We gonna keep it there.
That's right. He's like, yes, no calls to the judge. All right, be good, young man. Be good.
Okay.
All
right, bye-bye. All right, same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let's keep going.
Judge, we're ready to
yes.
go into a breakout room for Miss Portia Smith with one of the attorneys.
All right, wonderful. Let me see. What does your device say, Mr. Griffin? Because I can't see the name on it.
Brian Griffin.
It says Brian. Okay, yeah, it's covered by something on my screen. You see it on there? I see it up there. Oh. No, you can't see it on my screen. Who's going in with Miss Goldsmith?
I will, Judge.
All right, so I am sending Ms. Goldsmith and Attorney Fikens to breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Let's do it. I am ready on Mr. Rice. Let's do it, Mr. Rice. You don't have your name on that device.
Sorry about that. I just got the phone repaired.
You just got it. All right, but I know who you are. I see you. All right, let me call your case number. I have case number Z8066581. Mr. Rice, state your full name for me.
Mario Rice.
For you. All right, Mr. Rice. How are things going with you?
It's going pretty good, other than the fact I have to bury my uncle, my father's brother, in a few days.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, ma'am.
How
Unfortunately,
are
he
you
passed
doing?
away as well.
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, he passed away as well.
Yes, you just lost your father and now your father's brother.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Rice, how are you handling that?
You know, like I said, I got my family support, so I'm doing very good. I can't complain.
Okay. All right, I'm so sorry to hear that. I am. You're back at home?
Yes, ma'am.
How's that going?
Pretty good. I haven't had any complaints.
No complaints? All right, what are you doing to take care of yourself?
Well, basically, I'm just staying out the way. I'm trying to find a job, but due to my my back, you know, a lot of people not hiring me because I can't lift so much until my surgery.
Okay. Have you considered maybe looking for something that doesn't require lifting?
Yes, I have.
All right. And so will you work with Ms. Robs? Ms. Robs, let's connect him to some services where something that doesn't require him to lift.
Okay, and I do have my paperwork for the outpatient treatment at Elmhurst.
Okay, how's that going?
Well, I just got it yesterday. So I go on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Mondays.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Mondays.
Well, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays, rather, at 9:30 to 11.
All right, very good. Are you ready to do that work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. How are you doing being back at home? How are you doing with coping and not picking up any substance in spite of everything that's going on around you?
It's not difficult, but I'm beating the odds. It's not difficult. I'm not looking forward to it.
Okay,
So,
but you're doing it.
Right. I know some of the people that I be around as my family member, they do what they do. But unfortunately, I have to be around some of them at this time. But I've been doing pretty good.
Do you let them know that you're in a treatment court program?
Yes, they know. Yes, ma'am.
And they still do what they do?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't get to choose our family. We do get to choose whether or not we're around them.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
all I'll say.
Yes, ma'am.
And hopefully, you know, when you're saying you have to be around them at this time, I certainly understand that. But make sure that you are monitoring your intake, everything that you take in, because you're the one that's going to be held accountable for what shows up in your screenings, okay? Uh-oh, I didn't hear you.
Mute.
Mr. Rice, I can't hear you.
Sorry about that. My mother was calling in.
Okay, all right. How is your mother?
She's doing pretty good. She's coming along from a long. Yeah, she was going through it when we lost my father. So she's coming along pretty good.
All right, very good. How's your son?
He was good. He was just with me yesterday. He brought me up there to do my paperwork for the outpatient treatment. He was there with me. He's been on my side. He's been there for me.
You make sure you tell him I asked about him and that I said thank you.
I sure will.
All right, very good. Very good. Do you have big plans for the holidays? No? Okay. I see you shaking your head. Is that a no?
Yes, no ma'am.
Okay.
Sit back and do what I have to do to help the family out and proceed on doing what I have to do to keep myself together.
All right, very good. Very good. Just know that your support system is here. The resources that we've connected you to They are available. Just because it's the holiday doesn't mean that they are no longer concerned. They are available, okay?
Understood. Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. You have any questions for us today, Mr. Rice?
No, ma'am. Just you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and many more blessings.
Thank you. We wish the same for you too. I'm going to hear from Miss Robs. Miss Robs?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I did have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Rice, and he did explain that he did have some, another loss, Your Honor. We talked on the phone, and, I was able to, ask Mr. Rice some questions, and then continue to link him with outpatient and set him up for testing. So I do want to commend Mr. Rice because despite his loss, Your Honor, I think Mr. Rice truly is dedicated to doing the right thing. His testing has been negative. So he has not indulged in any type of substance since he's been out. He's been very proactive about following up with his aftercare, with getting back connected with Elmhurst since his release. Been taking care of family, and they've been a great support to him. I do know. I just want to say this. Mr. Rice, we do understand. This process and it can be, kind of lengthy, but, just have a little patience with it because I know you raised the question of how much longer you have,
Yes,
but I
ma'am.
just want to make sure that I, address that with you. You just got in the program in September. So, it is going to take some time, and recovery is an ongoing process. So, don't try to rush that overnight. We still have a lot to do. You're looking great. You have a great positive attitude. Please maintain and keep that. Again, you have my personal cell if you need to reach out to me, especially
ma'am.
over the holidays, because I know it can get challenging. And just continue to keep doing what you're doing. Stay connected with Elmhurst Holmes and, their therapy, especially during this holiday season, because holidays are very, sentimental for people and especially those in recovery. So just keep doing what you're doing, keep up the good work, and just, as Judge indicated, proud of you. So thank you. No issues to report, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Reed, is there anything you want to add?
Yes, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Rice, I'm sorry for the loss of your uncle, but you be strong or you'll get past that. You got a good report today. You're working the program. You should be proud of yourself. We're proud of you, but you should be proud of the work that you're doing. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe. Have a safe and happy holiday. And I'll see you next year. I'll see you next year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Now, Mr. Rice, I don't want you harassing Ms. Robs about how long you're going to be with us. You're going to be with us as long as it takes, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to know, that's all. I'm not going to harass her. It was just for me to know how, to know what I'm fighting for.
All right. Well, how about this? Just let your sobriety become a part of your everyday life, and it won't even bother you that you're a part of a court system.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's the attitude we really want people to take on. I'm doing this for a lifetime change, not just because I'm in court and I got to get out of here and I need to finish up so I can get on with my life. We don't want that. We want it to be a lifetime change.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I want to thank you guys too, and giving me the chance to change and believing in me that I can change. So thank you guys as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for accepting the help. We appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Miss Robs, what's next for Mr. Rice? He's doing very well.
Yes, Your Honor. If we could have Mr. Rice return to court, Your Honor, January 4th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
At 9:45. We have it. You have that, Mr. Rice? I won't see you again until the new year.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want you to take really good care of yourself, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Happy holidays.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's keep going. I am going to go to Ms. Cameron next.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Cameron. How are you?
I'm not doing that well, but I won't complain about it.
You're not doing well.
Mm-mm.
Are you going to share with me why you're not doing well?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Even if you need to go in a breakout room, I can step out and go in a breakout room with you.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, you don't have to share it with me, but tell me, what are you going to do about it? That's the bigger question for me.
Pray. That's all I can do is just pray.
That's a good thing. That's a really good thing to do. You sure there's nothing else you can do about it?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what means.
No, I just gotta pray and keep faith. That's all I can do.
All right. Well, I'm going to share this with you, and you can take it for what it's worth. I don't know if you're sharing with your case manager or sharing with someone, but two heads are usually better than one. And so when you think that there's nothing else I can do about it, maybe if you share it with Miss Robs, who's, she's a little more experienced than you, or someone who has lived a little bit longer than you, they may be able to tell you some things or point you in the direction of some resources where you do have some options. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Because when you're just listening to yourself, you're only listening to yourself, and you only know what self believes is available. And right now, self is telling you there's nothing you can do about it. I don't believe there are any challenges in life that we can't do anything about. There's always something that we can do about it. It's whether or not we have the will and the commitment to do it, and we know what to do. And sometimes we don't know. That's why you go out and you seek guidance. Okay.
Okay.
So will you give that some consideration?
Okay.
All right.
I
Thank
will.
you. I appreciate you just giving it some consideration. All right. Well, I don't even know where to start. You kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm so used to you being upbeat and all of that. And I know we all have our days. So I'm hoping that today gets better for you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Anything that you are going through that's good, that's happening to you with respect to working the program?
I don't know right now. I'm just a little off right now. It's been a bad little week / month. And I'm a little off. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It happens. It happens. I do need you to at least talk with Miss Robs to make sure, because sometimes when we're off in one thing, it can throw us off on some other things that we can't afford to be thrown off on. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So I need you to make sure you connect with Miss Robs, okay? And have some
Okay.
conversations with her so we can make sure we keep you on track with the things that you must keep on track with. Okay?
Okay.
All
Yes.
right. Miss Robs, what do you want to share with me about Miss Cameron?
Yes, Your Honor. It is different with Miss Cameron on today, Your Honor. I reached out to her. I'm not really sure what's going on. I know that I reached out to her outpatient therapist. Your Honor, if I may make a recommendation that Miss Cameron gets back on the 1-800 line to find another outpatient treatment service that I think would be better suited to assist her in the areas of her concern at this time. I think sometimes, like you stated, Your Honor, we can't afford to make any kind of, just paraphrasing, rash decisions that would impact us in any kind of way that would deter us from, doing what she needs to do. I know Miss Cameron is very bright. She knows how to make good decisions. She follows through. She's still consistent with testing, Your Honor. She's negative in her screening. She did send me some information in regards to a job, so I'm not really sure. I have asked, I did give her my personal cell phone number and let her know that she can reach out to me anytime. But I think the first things first, Your Honor, is just get her back on that line, to get her another outpatient that will be more available to her and when she needs them to talk to, especially in terms of relapse prevention. But outside of that, Your Honor, she is in compliance, and I just make that recommendation for her to get back on there so that she can get some additional, some better, well, some more suited help for her at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Robs. And so, Ms. Robs, I'd like you to facilitate that today with Ms. Cameron. Ms. Cameron, Ms. Robs
Yes.
wants you to get on the 1-800 number because there are some other services that may be available to you. Are you willing to do that today for me?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I need you to. And then Ms. Robs, I need you to circle back to me to tell me that she was able to do it, that she did it, and what services were available to her, okay? Because I'm concerned about Ms. Cameron.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Cameron, you have any questions?
No.
No questions?
No.
All right. Ms. Robs, I don't know how many cases you have left this morning, but Ms. Cameron, as a part of my order, I need you to get with Ms. Robs this morning to get on that 1-800 number. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Hang in there.
Okay.
All right.
Your Honor, if I may, if Ms. Cameron can just stay on until, I think I only have one more case, Your Honor, until I can get on the phone with her to facilitate that call, if that's okay with Your Honor.
It is. Ms. Cameron, I'll allow you to turn your video off if you'd like, but I'm gonna ask you to stay on. And I'll do Ms. Rob's last case, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll do it now. What would be Ms. Cameron's return to court date?
Your Honor, Ms. Cameron would return to court January 4th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
All right, very good, very good. Did you get that, Ms. Cameron?
Yes.
All right, I want you to hold on, don't hang up. And I want you to try to have a wonderful holiday. Reach out, we're here to help you. We need to know how to help you, and we can only do that if you tell us, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike, is anything you want to say to Ms. Cameron?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Cameron, I'm sorry that you're not in a good place today. You did get a good report on your progress in drug treatment court. Sometimes our troubles are only temporary, and you can get past these things. Work with Ms. Rob. Keep positive. Have a safe holiday. Please have a safe holiday. Thank you, Ms. Cameron. You'll get through it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Ms. Cameron, if I could add, I just appreciate your honesty and being honest with yourself and everyone else here. That's a big step, and it's an important step. And I just wanted to say I appreciate that, ma'am. So best of luck to you. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right, very good. If nothing else, I'm gonna let you turn your camera off, and then you and Ms. Robs will get together as soon as I do this last case, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Robs, who do you have up next? So you can go and take care of Ms. Cameron.
Your Honor, I have Miss Crystal Lane.
All right, come on, Miss Lane, let me have you unmute. Oh, Miss Lane, I didn't even have to go look for you.
How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. You know how I be having to come look for you?
Yeah, I know.
I know. All right, Crystal Lane. Let me place your case numbers on the record. I don't see Miss Lane on my docket. Oh my goodness. All right, I need a date for I need a case number for Miss Lane. Miss Robs.
Yes, Your Honor, I have Z8060021.
And is it only one case, or can you run her and make sure?
Your Honor, I can run her also.
Oh, Miss Mack is doing it.
Oh,
Okay. All right, very good. State your full name for me, Miss Lane.
Crystal Lane.
All right, and Miss Lane is scheduled for today, right, Miss Robs?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Miss Lane, how are you doing? You changed up your hair. I like it.
Yeah, I'm trying my little single braids right now. Wearing it down
I
a little
see you. I see you, Miss Lane. I like it. I like
Thank
it.
you.
Seems like I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been?
Oh, I've been good. Basically just trying to get everything together so I can go ahead and get in phase 3 and you know, kind of wrap up our time together a little bit, more or less.
Now, didn't you just hear me give a whole speech about people not focusing in on how long they're gonna be with me?
Not necessarily, but I'm just trying to make it a little easier, you know, to make it to the finish line. But no, honestly, I done went to the Secretary of State, and I'm basically trying to get my license or whatever going. So they told me that I had to basically retake the test all over again. I ain't did that since I was 15, 16, but
good luck. I'm not gonna tell you, when I moved to Michigan and they made me retake the test, I didn't pass it.
I had took the practice test and I got something wrong. So I'm like, wow, been driving, you know, all this time throughout life. But I go to take that Wednesday. I'll be down there today. I told Ms. Robs to pay my balance of what I owe you guys off. And then I'll be starting my arms program this week, my classes.
Look at you. All right,
Yeah.
do it.
I'm trying to come in the new year a little differently because I'm ultimately, once I finish with these classes, I'm going to start a home inspection class online. So while working, because that's the next step of what I'm trying to get into.
Look at you, Miss Lane. Now, if you hadn't come and doing the things that you've been doing to help yourself, would you be doing all this stuff you're doing?
Maybe not the license part. That's been a long time coming. So y'all definitely motivated and pushed that. But
yeah,
I appreciate you guys. It's been a road, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. The program wasn't bad.
it's not that bad. It's not. It's work. It's different work. It's challenging work, but it's not that bad because at the end, if you work the program, you are the one that wins. You're the winner. Really, you're the winner. So I'm so proud of you that you decided to roll up your sleeves and work the program. How have you been doing during the holidays?
Pretty good. I've been spending it with the family, cooking. You know, I love to cook, so it's my time to shine on the holiday. That's when you get your awards and medals for you know, what you do good.
Yeah, go ahead, Miss Lane. I love it. She said that's when it's time to shine because you can do it in that kitchen, right?
So I'm getting ready for Christmas. I'll be barbecuing for Christmas. So getting ready to get the meat marinated and all. I like to let it marinate for a day, you know, so when you bite into it, it's just juicy with flavors, you know. Good holiday.
Do it. Come on. I want to give you a medal right now. If I ate meat, I would.
Oh, wow, y'all eat meat?
No. Okay. But look at you. So your family will be very pleased with their Christmas meal, right?
Definitely. I still got a little last minute shopping to do, but other than that, it should be a good holiday.
Very good. Very, very good. All right, Miss Lane, do you need us to help you with anything? Any questions about anything?
Not really right now. What I'm more or less trying to do is figure out how to correspond my community service, because that'll be kind of the last step on the list that Ms. Robs gave me for now. So I gotta figure out that with my work schedule and how to incorporate that. But I'm gonna figure it out.
All right, Ms. Robs, work with her. Let's get it figured out because it can be done, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Robs, let me hear from you. It sounds like Ms. Lane is doing very well.
She is, Your Honor. I'm proud of Miss Lane because it has definitely been bumpy, but we are smoothing it out. She is dedicated to getting through this program, Your Honor. Now she has a lot more stability. We did have some, in terms of the bumps, just some, some challenges with housing and a job, but we got that taken care of. She's testing compliant, Your Honor. She's completed outpatient. She just got to get her community service done. Outside of that, Your Honor, no issues to report. Miss Lane is in good standings with the court at this time.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Ms. Lane, on a good report. Your work in the program, proud of yourself. We're proud of you. And I do eat meat, and it sounded great that you were marinating those ribs. Have a good, safe holiday.
Oh.
We're proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Ficus, you're on mute if you're talking.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be a little bit more blunt, Miss Lane. Your attorneys, Mr. Reed and I, are coming over for barbecue. So
yeah, there you go. All right.
All right.
All right. Very good. Miss Lane, I do want you to enjoy your holiday. Be safe. Make some good choices. I know we're going to all be out with family and things of that nature, but make sure you're making some good choices because you know you've got a test and you can't miss testing during the holidays, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Miss Robs, what's next for Miss Lane?
Your Honor, a face-to-face for Miss Lane on January 11th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Miss Lane?
Yes, ma'am. January 11th.
Yes, ma'am. You'll talk with Miss Robs, okay?
Okay.
All right. Wonderful. Good to see you. Be safe.
Okay, you too. You have a happy holiday.
You too. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
All right. I have Miss Cameron. You're going to, not Miss Robs, do you all want to go in a breakout room?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
All right, Miss Cameron, if you could come back on. I am going to place Miss Cameron. You all will go to breakout room number 3. And Miss Robs, you should both have that invitation right now. All right, very good. There is a Terrence Bass that's on. He's on for a review on today. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, have either of you had an opportunity to look at that matter?
no, Judge, I have not.
No, I have not, Judge.
Okay, would you all look at it, determine if you need to go in a breakout room with Mr. Bass? I'm not certain what the review is about, and let me know. I want to continue with my specialty court docket. Oh, 1 second. Hold on. Somebody is talking, and I'm going to mute you because. Yes, Ms. Cleveland.
Your Honor, Mr. Bass is a intake for drug treatment for you, but he's already been in. This is his first review for, 2-week review. So, he should be on the docket.
He is on the docket.
Yes.
He is. All right, then I want to do his review. Is Mr. Bass in good shape? Yes, come on, Miss Jackson. Is Mr. Bass in good shape?
Your Honor, he's doing pretty good. He called me this morning.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put him on the record. I just wanted to know if I needed to brace myself. All right. Wonderful. Thank you. All right, let's call Mr. Bass's case, and I do have a file with Mr. Bass. All right, let's do it. I have case number, Mr. Bass, I'm gonna have you unmute. I have case number 200-596-9901. State your full name for me.
Terrence Bass.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Bass.
Good morning to you too.
You must look totally different because I did not recognize you.
Yeah, I don't have my hair done. I'm having a rough little week. Well, yeah, just a rough week right now.
It's a rough week.
Yeah,
Anything we can help you with?
no.
Nothing? Okay. Did you hear what I told Miss Cameron earlier?
Yeah, I heard it, but I'm still okay. I could fix my situation. My car's just down, and I missed the morning drop. I was on my way out to go do the drop, but the city's so cold that my whole car is froze to an icicle, and it didn't turn over. So now I have to try to get towards the drop on feet or the bus or however I get there, or because I don't have no
Yes.
to come take me, and I got to 5 o'clock. But I've been waiting on my case to come up so I
Uh-oh,
can
you're breaking up.
finish what we have here. I was waiting
Okay.
on you to call my name so we can finish up and then I can get back to what I need to be doing for today. But other than that, I've been taking care of everything. Like I've been going to my meetings, I've been doing all my drives. I haven't missed any drive. I haven't been smoking or drinking, nothing. I just been doing everything I need to do to get over the case and be back
Well, not just to
to
get over
my
the case, but to
regular.
make some changes in life, right?
Yeah, big changes, and it feels different too. Like I've been like I got my insurance together. Like I got a dentist appointment. I had to reschedule because I didn't have Medicaid. Now I've got Medicaid. Like I've been taking care of everything. I just got an oil change yesterday for this week coming up of work. Like I gotta go to work today. At the same time, I have to go drop because I missed the drop from this morning. So now it's gonna be a
I
little hard.
understand.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little hard, but I'll get over it. Like I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get there and just take care of everything I need to take care of.
All right, get it done for me. Get it done, Mr. Bass.
Yeah.
All right, look, I love your attitude. You've had a couple of setbacks this week, but you're still in the race. You're still getting up,
Yeah.
rolling up your sleeves, and working hard.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
All right, so I appreciate that. I really do. I
Thank you.
appreciate that. All right, and hopefully things will get better. How have you been doing during the holiday season?
Oh, I've been doing okay. I just been staying to myself, eating a lot, and like watching movies, and yeah, just taking care of all my personal life stuff, like far as like my dental and doctor physicals and stuff like that. Just making sure everything is on point with me, cause I've been having like this toothache. I had went to the hospital and they had gave me some antibiotics, and they said I have to go to the dentist. I went to the dentist and I got an X-ray, and they showed me that I got to get like 3 or 4 tooth pulled, and that's why I had to get Medicaid because it's messing with my head too. Like when I eat, it'll hurt. So, but now I'm
Yes.
gonna get those teeth removed like this week, and I have to get my car back up in shape too, and yeah, it's just slow process. I'm waiting on my check to deposit. I ain't get my check yet. It's coming. I'm supposed to be paying like on the court fees this week or before this month over with. I'm supposed to be like paying on court fees. And that's my goal too. Like to make
Okay.
sure I do that.
So Miss Cleveland, is there any way that we can get him some bus tickets while he's working out the issue with his car?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't know if he wants to come here and get some on the bus, and we can give him some more, some extra ones. But, I would have to mail them if not, because, and then it takes a little bit of time for them to arrive in the mail.
Right. And so did you hear that, Mr. Bass? We want to give you some bus tickets. I want you to get with Miss Cleveland today to talk about how we can get those bus tickets to you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right, Ms. Cleveland, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Bass?
Your Honor, Mr. Bass is 14 days in the program. He actually is doing very well as far as compliance with all the orders. He does call me very regularly, actually, and he discusses a lot of personal things that he's trying to manage. And I'm just gonna say that I am a little concerned because it seems like there's a lot going on that he has to manage, and he's very verbal and communicative about the issues that he's having. So while he might not explain everything on the camera today, he does call me and let me know right away. It does stem around financial situations and paying for things and things. And I do want to possibly offer, if the judge, if the court approves, a little bit of assistance with him with testing, because he called me immediately today when his car did not start to go test. And he was concerned about not being able to make it at all today because of his work schedule. I did tell him that he has to test. We have to manage life in a certain way. We have to make sure that we're doing our responsibility. And especially complying with court's orders, because there could be sanctions. He said he agrees, and he will try, make it work. But I do want to offer him some assistance, because it seems like with these things that are happening to him, I'm nervous and I'm concerned about him getting caught in a cycle that he can't come above because of the financial burdens that he's experiencing temporarily.
So can we check to see that 2 weeks of testing is available to him? Should that help him out, Ms. Cleveland?
I hope so, Your Honor. I think so, because he tests 2 times a week randomly. That would give him a little reprieve from his financial, to help address his financials for a temporary time.
All right, did you hear that, Mr. Bass?
No, I didn't hear it clearly.
All right, so Ms. Cleveland is going to circle back to you today, and she is going to get you cleared this morning, actually, cleared to test. And you won't have to pay when you go for the next 2 weeks. Okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really
And we're gonna
need
get
that
you some
help.
bus tickets.
Okay, thank you.
All right, but you've got to go test today, okay?
Oh yes, I'm going. I'll be late for work if I have to. I already told my boss, because I told him I'm having troubles. He said, "Well, I don't want to hear no excuses. You have to get to work." But I told him I don't know the time frame, but I will be to work. But I don't know the time frame. And he didn't text me back, so he know and he understand like life difficulties. Like my car just went down. Like I'm not gonna make it on time. Plus my drop is the same time. I gotta go to work at 5. I have to drop at 5, in between 5. If I go to work at 5 and I have to drop in between 5 to 7 or 8, I'm gonna miss the drop. I'll be at work all the way to 11 or 12. I don't know, however long you need me. So
Let me ask Ms. Cleveland a couple of questions. Ms. Cleveland, has he missed any drops?
No, Your Honor.
And how has his screens been reading?
I'm just waiting for them. They are pending. This morning it was pending, but I am waiting. But when he first came into the program, he did have a low level of a substance in there, but I'm trying to just track it because it should be out of his system by now because it was so low.
All right, this is what I'm going to do. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, and you can tell me if you all disagree or if you have any objection. I'm going to waive his test for today. I'm going to allow you to test tomorrow morning, okay?
okay.
Test tomorrow morning. Make sure you let the facility know that. Test tomorrow morning, and then we'll help them with the 2 weeks. Okay, we'll help them with the 2 weeks. And then that should hopefully get him back on track for his morning testing. Any objection from any of the team members?
No objections, Judge. No objections.
No objection.
All right, very good. Then Mr. Bass, that's what we're gonna do, because Ms. Cleveland says you've been showing up for your test and doing everything you're supposed to do. And so we wanna make sure that we're helping you along, okay?
Okay, I appreciate y'all so much. I'm trying to get on a better page, and this help will actually help me out, because I don't have no help, and y'all guys is really helping me. Even the meetings, when I go to the meetings, it helped me out too. Like it give me something to do, and seeing everybody else's situation, that my situation is somewhat similar. So I'm actually learning, like, you know, I need to do better and keep doing better. So that's why I'm trying to stay
There
on the
you
block.
go.
Yeah.
All right. Miss Cleveland, have you received a clinical assessment yet?
No, not yet, Your Honor, but he is, seeing Mr. Killing for intake.
At DRP?
Yes, Your Honor.
When is his intake?
He had it last week. Didn't you just speak to Mr. Killing last week?
Yep.
Mr. Bass?
Yes, I did.
So I'm
I
just
got,
waiting.
yep, I went in there and I went like more than one time, and I sat and talked, and I had to sign in, and I had to fill out some paperwork, and then I have to like go up there like at least like 2 times a week, or if I can't make it, they'll work with me and give me a set day to come to make that day up that I didn't make it because I have to work, because they schedule is like at 4:30, and I have to be on my way to work around that time. And I explained to them, and if I can't make it to one of the meetings, I call and let them know that I'll be there at the next meeting that is possible.
Okay.
Like the holiday coming up, so this Wednesday they want me to come to the meeting, and I told them I'll be there, but I have to leave soon because I have to go to work at 5. So I'll be there for like 30, 40 minutes, and then I have to leave because I still have to drive to work from the meeting.
All right, very good.
I will reach out again to Mr. Killen, and I will talk to him about working with Mr. Bass's schedule, because they do have options. I know a lot of people that go there, they
Yes.
work around their schedule, so they still can get the individual meeting and the group meeting. Those are the meetings that he is scheduled to get. I'm waiting for the verification form from them, and also you know, the clinical assessment is probably going to take a couple more days.
Okay. All right, sounds good, sounds good. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike, is anything additional as to Mr. Bass?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Bass, good report. You're working the program. You have such a positive attitude. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy, but you're working the program. Have a safe and happy holiday, Mr. Bass. Thank you, sir.
Too, thank you. Thank you, you too.
And Your Honor, if I might add, yes, Mr. Bass, I like all the plans you have. You've thought it out. You've decided on a course of action, and it reflects in what you've been doing. So keep up the great work, sir, because you're doing great. And have a happy holiday.
You too. Thank you.
All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Bass?
Your Honor, he's in phase 1, so he will be returning to see you via Zoom on January 4th, 2021 at 9:45 a.m., Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Bass, is 9:45 a.m. too late for you to come, or do you rather come at on an 8:30 schedule?
I come at 9:45. It's still good timing.
All right, very good. Then we'll see you on January 4th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m., okay?
Okay.
All right, it's good to see you, Mr. Bass. Keep up the good work you're doing, and happy holidays to you, okay?
Happy holidays to you. Thank you so much.
All right,
man.
thank
Appreciate
you.
y'all.
All right, thank you. All right, I am ready on the intakes. Let's shift gears. I had a 10 o'clock. I want to clear out my docket before I do those intakes. For Mr. Epps, U456435518, I failed to cross off his case. Mr. Epps is coming back on tomorrow, December 22nd, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And then I have under 10 o'clock for Misbah Ahmed. I have case number SP 1087916, counts 1 and 2. He was scheduled today for an arraignment on the bench warrant and failed to appear. And so KBS will issue, and it can be set the bond at $25 cash as to each matter. And then I have Carl Glenn at 10:30 a.m. this morning. 587-67520. Did Mr. Glenn have a face-to-face on this morning? Ms. Robs?
Here she come, Judge.
All right.
I
Ms.
apologize.
Robs? No, that's okay. Did Mr. Glenn have a face-to-face this morning? I mean,
Yes.
is he scheduled for a face-to-face today?
Yes, Your Honor, he's scheduled for a face-to-face. I did speak with him on Friday. He's doing really well. I got him linked with Dr. Alexander for some counseling services. So we're going to see how that goes, Your Honor. He is being very cooperative, and I'm very proud of him. I just want to make sure that I say that, Your Honor, because he is really, he said, Ms. Robs, I want to give it a shot. I want to stick it through. And I said, you know what, I want to make sure I tell Judge that, and just proud of him for that, Your Honor. That's a huge step for him. So I do have a return to court date. He's complying with testing, Your Honor, all negative screens and no missed screens. Complying with the VA, his psychiatric care at the VA, medication compliant. He's just really in a good place, and I'm just happy for Mr. Glenn at this time, Your Honor. No issues to report. His return to court date would be January 4th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good. Very good. Thank you for that update, Ms. Robs. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I am now ready to shift gears for the intake. I just need, for both of the intakes, I'll do both. Yes.
You have Manuel Centeno on your docket? Yes. No, not yet.
On the 23rd.
On the 23rd, yes.
All right, give me 1 second and then I'll be ready. I need to get a couple of things together. And Mr. Bishop wasn't on my schedule for today, is that correct?
No, Your Honor, he's new.
Is that who did the drawing?
It was a gift from us, but we paid, so it wasn't.
Okay. Oh my goodness. I just had an epiphany. I'm like, because I know he does that work and he does it very well.
I think it took him like 24 hours, and he had it ready as soon as the commission,
Oh my goodness.
It was 24 hours.
Oh my goodness.
He is a true talent.
Yes, he is. And you know what, Miss Mac, if you could call maintenance and let them know I need my picture hung. It's on my desk. And can you call and ask them if they are able to hang my picture today, please? Selena's been trying to do that for the last 2 or 3 days. And so I said I wouldn't bring it home because I wouldn't hurt my husband's feelings and put it in the family room with the family portraits. And I did send him a picture of it. He said he has to come up and see it. But yeah, I won't put it up in the family, with the family portrait. And I will tell you, everybody I sent it to, they have asked me, how'd you get a picture with him? It's like, I didn't. My team is.
You know, Mr. Holmes not playing that.
Who did?
I said, you know, Mr. Holmes not playing that.
I know he's not. How you know? He would not. He was like, now look here. Because I had a spot for him. I cleared out one. That might be where I went wrong, Mr. Griffin. I cleared out a spot. He's like, you done lost your mind. Yeah, I had lost it for just a minute. All right, I'm just getting these files together.
And Your Honor, after the intakes, I would ask if I can have a sidebar or 2 matters. If that's okay.
Oh, absolutely. I have the only thing I have is 1:30 mental health court staffing today. And of course, I think there's one other meeting, but it's later today. Not as many as yesterday. How about that? All right.
Oh, and once you're off the record and everything, call Judge Stanford Jones. She's gonna ask you about a potential person being included into the mental health court.
Oh, she needs to, can you get her on the phone? And then I need to connect her with Samaj Morgan.
Okay, because I didn't know. I told her that she needed to talk to you, but that's okay. I'll get her.
Okay.
Okay.
And actually have Samaj Morgan call her
Okay.
to inquire about mental health court.
Got it.
Have him call, tell him that Judge Stanford Jones needs him.
Okay, got it.
And I'm gonna send her a message. Thank you. And I need about 20 copies of that.
Yes, my name is Jared.
20. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then for the 2 new intakes, can you run them to see if they have any other outstanding matters at 36th District Court? All right. I am now ready to proceed. I am going to start with, Mr. Manning, Javon Manning, and then after all of the information is given as to Mr. Manning, I'm going to have Mr. Griffin that's presenting Ms. Goldsmith. I'm gonna have Ms. Goldsmith present it, and then I'll do the introductions and all that stuff all together. So I only have to say it one time. All right, so I'm starting with Mr. Manning. I have case number Z808-0701. Mr. Manning, please state your full name.
Javon Manning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Manning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Cleveland, are you ready to proceed as to Mr. Manning?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may do so.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone. I am here to present Mr. Javon Manning for referral for specialty court. His referral date was November 15th, 2021 from Judge Wagner. Mr. Manning was charged with OWI, Your Honor. He is 42 years of age. He is an African-American male. His highest grade of completion is a GED, which he earned in 1998. Your Honor, he reports that he has full-time employment. He also reports that he has 6 children. 1 is an adult. The other 5 are minor children where he does have visitation and he does provide support. Your Honor, Mr. Manning does want to participate in our specialty court program. He is at least 18 years of age. Mr. Manning does admit to the conditions that brought him before your court today. Your Honor, Mr. Manning, upon looking at the lien, Mr. Manning does have 1 high severity adjudication as a juvenile. High severity adjudication as a juvenile. It was in 1992. I had a discussion with our supervisor, and he said that should not bar him from entry into our program. Your Honor, other than that, he does not have any convictions for violent offenses. However, he does have more than 1 conviction. Your Honor, he has not participated in a specialty court program within the last 10 years. He was supposed to go and test. I checked the screen today, but I didn't see a test on there, but I wanted him to report because sometimes they, you know, the names are spelled differently or something, and it might have popped up some other way. So he will have to report. He was supposed to submit 2 tests before court today. I asked him to go on the 20th. I'm sorry. I asked him to go, sorry. I asked him to go around the 16th, 17th, and then once again this weekend. So he's gonna have to report if he did comply with that.
All right, what's the status of his driver's license?
Your Honor, he said that he does. He does have a suspended license, Your Honor, and he believes it was a result of him missing a court date, and which could be this matter that he missed based on mixed up date. But as far as I can tell, there was just this 1 conviction for his OWI.
Okay, all right, very good. Who went in the breakout room with Mr. Manning?
Thank you.
Mr. Reed, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Manning was very polite and cooperative and respectful. That goes a long way with me. We did have an opportunity to talk about the court's order. We also talked about his driver's license, Judge. He indicated to me that at the time of this incident, he did have a valid driver's license. He believed that it may be suspended now because of a missed court date, and we need to check on that. But this is his first drinking and driving case, so he does not need to go through us for any restricted license. Judge, we did go over the court's order. We talked about drug testing. We talked about counseling. We talked about community service, paying fines and costs. We talked about alcohol highway safety program. Judge, he was very receptive and responsive to what I said. We also talked about the fact that he could not leave the state of Michigan without the court's order or court's approval. We talked about the fact that the court has the power and the authority to amend the order, to change the order, to delete things or add things. He understands that. He accepts that. I also advised him that he would be given notice of any changes in the court's order. Judge, he is eligible to participate in the program under Michigan law. We talked about the benefits. This case, it's not a dismissible case. It can be closed with improvement, however. We also talked about the fact that the case carries a maximum of up to 93 days in the county jail, and that could be a sentence if he was unsuccessful in completing the program. But he indicated to me, Judge, that he will complete this program, and I believe that he will. Again, Judge, I am recommending him for participation in the program. He was respectful and courteous, and that goes a long way. Mr. Manning was a pleasure to talk to. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Mr. Manning, you've heard what Ms. Cleveland has indicated about you, as well as the attorney, Mr. Reed. Is there anything additional that you would like me to know about you?
Actually, I did go do the drug testing last week. I actually have they gave me a receipt here to take with me.
Good. Always get a receipt. All right. So we've got to find those results. And Miss Cleveland, make sure you work with him to get a copy of that receipt so we can get those results.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. What else would you like me to know about you, Mr. Manning?
I'm looking forward to going through the program. I understand I made a poor decision of drinking and getting behind the wheel, endangering myself and others. And looking forward to going through the program. That's all.
All right, Mr. Manning, do you admit that you have an issue with alcohol?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I appreciate that, because now that lets me know that we can help you. When you understand that there is a problem, then we are definitely able to help you. Tell me, you have 6 children. 1 is an adult, 5 are minors. What are the ages of your children?
Actually, my oldest daughter just turned 20 today.
Okay, tell her happy birthday.
Okay, I have a son that's 17. I have a daughter that's 14, another daughter that's 13, another daughter that's 12, and a son that's 8.
All right, very good. So you have your hands full, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. All right, very good. So what do you do to socialize? What do you enjoy doing?
Like going bowling, actually. Me and my girlfriend.
Are you a good bowler?
Nah, I'm not good at all. I just like doing it for fun. That's all.
I do too. I do too. And I don't like to do it with people who want to compete, because I don't want to compete. I want to eat and roll that ball. That's all I want to do. That's it. That's all I want to do when I get there. Eat. I don't even drink pop. When I go to the bowling alley, I drink pop. I want to drink some clear pop and throw that ball down there and see, let it do what it do. And don't stress me out. If I don't have to hit any pins, I'm good. I can still have a good time. Is that the kind of bowler you are?
Yeah, it's just all about having fun. Me and my girlfriend laugh at each other throwing gutter balls all day. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when folks start coming out there with those professional shoes, they personal shoes and shoe covers and they signature balls, you know, I'm not going to call no names. Their last name is Holmes, though. They stress me out. I don't like to bowl with them. I want to bowl with some folks that just want to go throw some balls. That's all we doing. You can call it bowling if you want to. But we're going to eat good. We're going to drink some pop. And we're going to throw that ball. So, yeah, right. That's a good thing. That's a good pastime. Did you do anything else for your pastime?
No, not really. I just enjoy just sitting at home and watching a little TV, that's all. I like watching sports, really. So Monday night, Thursday night, my time be really spent in front of the TV watching football.
All right. So I gotta ask you, what about those Lions?
I'm really not a fan, but they're all right, I guess.
They all right. Yeah. I'm always rooting for the Lions. I am. Yes. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. So, Mr. Manning, I'm glad that you've decided to come and work the program. I'm going to do some general information for both you and Ms. Goldsmith on today. I asked those questions because you all are going to both spend time with us and you'll get to know us, and we want to get to know you too as well, so that we can know how we can help you, how we can better serve you. And we can only do that by getting to know you and know what you like, what you dislike, what you do, and maybe even introduce you to some new things, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. So I'm gonna have you hold tight for just a second. Miss Cleveland, did Mr. Manning have any assessments?
He did have the needs plus, Your Honor, and I noted on his order.
Yes,
form.
I see it. All right, very good. And he has not had a clinical assessment yet.
Not yet, Your Honor, but he is aware that he has to get on the 1-800 number to make sure that he connects with that service as well.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Manning, I'm counting on you to do that today, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Because that's very critical to the program, getting into the whatever level of care you need. That's very critical. And it starts with that 1-800 number.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right. Very, very good. Do you have any questions for me, Mr. Manning?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
All right. And you had an opportunity to speak with your attorney, Mr. Reed. Are you satisfied he answered all of your questions?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, very good. And you understand that on today, I'm going to sign what will become a court order, and you are required to comply with that order. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, wonderful. And Mr. Reed, your client is eligible to participate in specialty court pursuant to Michigan law. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. Yes, he is.
All right, very good, very good. With that, well, since I've done that part of it, I'm gonna go ahead and accept you into our specialty court, Mr. Manning. I'm glad that you're here. This is both for Mr. Manning and Ms. Goldsmith. You all are going to have a great group of professionals surrounding you, supporting you, cheering you on, making sure that you are able to be successful in the program. The only way that you'll fail in the program is if you choose to fail. And we don't want you to choose to fail. Are we expecting you to be perfect? Of course not. But we are expecting you to work the program, to show up to the places you're supposed to show up, do the things you're supposed to do, participate in the programs that you're supposed to participate, and not just be there, but engage. Because you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. And so irrespective of how you feel about why you're here, you're here. And since you're here, you might as well take advantage of all of the resources and all of the programming that we're going to expose you to and give it your best shot. I hope that both of you have a support system on the outside to cheer you on. I heard you say, Mr. Manning, that you have a girlfriend. Is she going to be in your corner supporting you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I also heard you say you had a grown daughter. Well, I call 20 pseudo-grown. You have a pseudo-grown daughter. Is she going to be in your corner, helping you, supporting you?
Yes, ma'am, she is.
All right, that's what I'm sorry.
I said, yes, ma'am, she is.
All right, wonderful. Make sure you tell both of them that I said thank you. I'll hear about your support, Ms. Goldsmith, when I call your case. But it's important to have people that are supporting you. Look, our case managers, our team, we're going to be available to you. Miss Cleveland, will you be getting this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you'll have Miss Cleveland's number. You'll be able to contact her. Don't try to figure things out on your own right now. If you have a question until you get to know the program and know the expectations clearly, make sure you reach out to your case manager. Reach out. No question is a dumb question other than the one that you don't ask. and then you get it wrong and you have to come and deal with me. That's the only dumb questions that exist. All questions are legitimate questions, so ask them. Don't worry about how many times you call them. Don't worry about how much you bother them. Trust me, they are used to it. So utilize the resource that we are making available to you at 36th District Court. Not only do you have your case managers that you can call, you'll have a team of attorneys assigned to you. Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens, they both work with our specialty court, and they are here to answer legal questions. So if you have some things going on, you're not sure, don't just leave them out there. Ask the question so that you can get the help that you need. If we don't have the answer, one or two things gonna happen. We're gonna find the answer, or we're gonna point you in the right direction to get the answer. And so don't be afraid to ask your questions, especially when they are legal questions, because we have attorneys that are actually assigned to us and they're with us every week. You're gonna see more of me than you probably ever wanted to see. And so that's a good thing, because you'll get to know me, I'll get to know you, and you'll get to ask your questions while you figure it out, so we can get you on a track to stay on a path of recovery, because that is our ultimate goal. Lifestyle changes, the way you think, the way you react to circumstances. When you have problems that are going on, you have to let us know. Don't wait until the bottom falls out. Let us know, because we may be able to help you. We may be able to point you to some resources. We may have some resources available, but if we don't know, we cannot help you. And so we want to be able to help you, not with just what brought you here to this court, but other issues that you may be having in life, whether it's employment, housing, parenting, whatever issues, let us know, because we are here to help. So both that information was for you, Ms. Goldsmith, as well as you, Mr. Manning. Mr. Manning, I know you've been with us all morning, so I'm not going to tie you up. I look forward to working with you. I'm going to see him in 2 weeks, Ms. Cleveland, and I see what his risk and need level came back as, but I won't make the determination as to what track he'll be on until I get the clinical assessment, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what would that return to court date be?
Your Honor, I would like to move him to a Thursday. He does work full time and
Okay.
things like that would afford him an opportunity to continue that. That would be January 6th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Manning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Did you have any questions, Mr. Manning?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
Judge, if I
All
may,
right, very good. Yes, Mr. Reed?
could I request a copy of Mr. Manning's SOS be sent to Mr. Fikens or myself? I wanted to see if there is a suspension on his record, and if so, what it's for. So I would ask the court to forward a copy of that SOS to Mr. Fikens or to myself. For Mr. Manning, please.
All right, wonderful. Let's have that happen, Miss Mack, okay? She's working on it now. Wonderful.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Manning, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I want you to work really hard at making some good decisions during the holidays, to make some, and this is for Ms. Goldsmith as well, make some good decisions as with respect to the people that you keep company with, because you're gonna be tested. And we wanna make sure that you're in good shape when you come back to see me on January 6th, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Take care of yourself. Happy holidays to you.
All right, same to you.
All right, thank you. All right, the officer is wiping off the podium for Ms. Goldsmith. I'm going to ask you to join me at the podium. Good morning to you, Ms. Goldsmith.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Fine, how are you?
You good. Ms. Goldsmith, I looked at you this morning when you came out of that room. Did you notice that?
Yes.
You look awfully familiar to me. Do I look familiar to you?
We spoke when I came on October 28th.
Is that what it is? Okay. All right, I'm making sure, because I'm telling you, the little hairs on the back of my neck stood up. I'm like, I know this person. I've seen her somewhere. All right, okay, maybe that's the connection. All right, and you didn't look the way you look now when you came to see me, right? Did you? Okay, all right. All right, I'm gonna go with that today. Today I'm going with it, Mr. Griffin. I'm going with it. All right, I'm glad to see you. I know you had to do your first 60 at the Wayne County Jail. I'm glad that you're being released before Christmas. Hopefully you've learned something through that experience. A lot. And I hope that you have decided that that is not where you see yourself today, tomorrow, next year, or even in the next 10 years, right? All right, you deserve something better, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. And so if you deserve something better, then you have to do something better. Okay? All right, very good. Let me place the case number on the record. I have case number 210-565-4501. Ms. Goldsmith, state your full name for me, please. All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Goldsmith. Again, glad to see you on this side. And you ready to do the work?
Yes.
Ready to roll up your sleeves?
Yes.
Do you understand that there's work to be done? All right, very good. All right, Mr. Griffin, tell me about Miss Goldsmith.
Okay, Your Honor, this is Parson Goldsmith. Ms. Goldsmith was a referral from Judge Bryant. Her original charge was an OW, a third felony. It was pled down to an OWI. The plea agreement required the first 60 days in jail, which she did. Also 2 years of sobriety court, and she must successfully complete the program. If not, she can face up to a year in jail. So she fully understands that. Ms. Goldsmith is 34 years old, Your Honor. She has one 11-year-old daughter. She's divorced. She currently resides in Detroit with her mother, her daughter, and her ex-husband. She's a high school graduate. She worked with her father at his restaurant. Her overall health is good. She's currently not taking any medications. She did do the Needs Plus, came back with a low risk of criminal behavior, and it was high for substance abuse disorder. I did go over the 1-800 number with her, so she knows she has to get on that. I did go over drug testing with her today, so she will start drug testing this afternoon when she leaves here. Her driver's license, Your Honor, this is a third drunk driving case, so her driver's license is revoked. She knows she will talk to her about that while in the program, that she may be able to get a license back, but that's not the focus at this point. It's the focus to get her stabilized. Very pleasant for her to just be coming out of jail. A lot of times people come out, have major attitudes and mad at the world. She wasn't like that. She was just very pleasant. So I think she's ready for this. Hate that we had to meet at this point, but I think she's going to be a great candidate for our program. She has not currently completed any patient substance abuse. This will be her first time in substance abuse. Like I said, she was a very pleasant person to talk to. I look forward to working with her. I think she's going to be a great candidate for our program. So I'm submitting her as a candidate for sobriety court today, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Griffin, I missed one part. You said that she completed the Needs Plus. Her risk level
was low for criminal behavior, but it was high for substance abuse disorder.
So her need is high. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. You were very thorough and I appreciate it. Have you identified where she's going to get her clinical assessment?
No, we talked about that today. So I gave her the information so she knows when she get home, she got to get on that immediately. So I gave her all the information. So she clearly understands. Like I said, she's very, very eager to get started with everything. So I think she's going to be a very good candidate for this program. And Your Honor, she did appear before you on October the 28th for a sentencing, and you did sentence her to the first 60 days in jail.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Fikens, you went into the breakout room?
I did, Your Honor, and like Mr. Griffin said, I was quite surprised what a great attitude she had, having just served 60 days. She indicated to me, Judge, she does want to go on a different path, and she seems to have all the, she has the wherewithal to do that. I think she has a determination, she has some ideas, and I'm just right from the beginning, I was quite proud of her responses, and I thought that they were honest responses. We talked about honesty, honesty to this program, honesty to this court, honesty, most importantly, to herself. And I think she understood that. She wants to go through this program. She understands she has a problem. And I think she's going to make a great candidate. We discussed the order. We talked about testing, which she understands and accepts, and treatment and meetings. She seemed to acknowledge that and know that that's something she has to do. And again, because she wants to perform a change in her life, it's probably a good idea. I mean, not a good idea, but it's a good idea for her that she does this and completes it well. So all in all, Your Honor, I was very impressed by her. I hope that she's accepted into this program. I certainly recommend her for acceptance into this program. We talked about the order specifically, not only treatment and testing and meetings, but also about the court's ability to amend the order at any time and at the court's discretion. She was accepting of that. We talked about the length of this contract, that by this court order, that because of her plea deal, that it was 24 months, and she understands that and realizes that that's something imposed by another court and not this court, although something that this court could certainly do if at its discretion as well. So all in all, Judge, I recommend her for acceptance into the program.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens. All right, Ms. Goldsmith, I want to hear from you. You want to work the program?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And so tell me a little bit about yourself. You have one 11-year-old daughter. She's watching you, you know that, right?
That was the hardest part about this entire program. Even in jail, just being in high spirits, the only thing that made me emotional was the fact that I've never been with a
Yeah. And you understand that if you don't work this program, that you're gonna be away from your daughter for a year, right? I mean, that's what Mr. Griffin said, a year was part of your agreement.
Yes.
All right, so you need to work this program and show your daughter that even though we make mistakes, we don't have to stay there. We get back up, we roll up our sleeves, and we get our head in the game, and we make the best of a bad situation. Because there is some good that can come out and will come out of this if you work the program. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, who do you have that's going to be supporting you?
My mother and my ex-husband, my father is the best one I've worked with since I left the last one.
So your mother, your father, and your ex-husband. All right, very good. That's a good support system. Make sure you let them know I need them. I need all hands on deck, and I appreciate them already for even being willing to join us in helping you. Now, let me tell you something about us here. We're kind of greedy in specialty court. So you said restaurant, Mr. Griffith said restaurant. What's the name of your father's restaurant?
The Soul Food Shawarma Bistro.
Oh, let me write all of that down. The Soul Food
Shawarma Bistro.
Shawarma. Now shawarma just done threw me off. Soul Food and shawarma together. Bistro. And where is this located?
On Eastbourne.
On Eastbourne. And do y'all have vegan food or vegetarian food?
They do have vegetarian shawarma.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said, Your Honor.
All
They
y'all
got,
haters out there.
yeah, they got soul food and shawarma, so yeah.
And they have vegetarian shawarmas. And can you get your veggies grilled for your shawarma? Because you know, my other place, I ain't gonna put their name on the record. They won't grill my vegetables. So I have to come home, put my vegetables and grill them, and then put them back in the shawarma. I don't want to do that.
No, ma'am, they do grill.
All right, I hear you. Did you get that down, Mr. Reed?
Yes,
Did you
Judge.
write that name down?
I'm good, Judge. Thank you.
All right. The Soul Food Shawarma Bistro. I got it. All right, very good. So it sounds like you have a very good family support system. What is it that you like to do for enjoyment?
I'm really a homebody. I know earlier y'all were talking about both.
Yes.
My mom likes both.
Oh, really?
My grandma was a both.
Oh, wow.
More like
Okay.
I'm not competitive.
No,
So if I go, I'm just rolling the ball.
there you go. And eating, yeah, there you go. Very good.
I'm just like, I'm not competitive in no way, shape, or form.
Okay,
I'm more calm into myself, so.
okay.
I'm like, y'all talk about these letters and y'all go to school, but y'all ask me.
That's right. I'm here because you invited me. Nobody told you to spend money. I didn't know it cost.
Right.
Yes. All right. Very good. Do you do anything else for excitement or for enjoyment?
I love movies.
You love
So,
movies?
Me and my daughter spend a lot of time whether we go to the actual show or watch the movies at home. So that's how we spend most of our time.
Okay. Very good. Very good. What kind of movies do you watch?
I watch them all.
Oh, that's good.
I watch them all. And my daughter, when I talked to her, she was like, Mom, when we come home, we have to go see the new Michael B. Jordan movie. I said, yes.
A Letter to Jordan.
Yes.
Yes.
So she told me she wanted to go see that.
All right. Very good. Very good. Look, I'm proud of you that you're making this first step. You understand that you have an issue with alcohol, right?
Yes.
All right. That's the first step to getting the help that you need. I need you on today, Mr. Griffin, when you said that she knows what she has to do. She's going to get on that 1-800 number from home and get assessed. They're going to tell you what to do. Make sure you circle back to Mr. Griffin because you need to be doing what you're supposed to do at all times. Okay. All right. And we're going to work with you to get you on track, to get you a restricted license. That's going to come later. Right now, we want to focus in on how do we get here and what are some underlying issues that may have gotten you here. And let's address those things. Okay. All right, very good. You're satisfied? You had an opportunity to talk with Mr. Fikes. Are you satisfied? The attorney answered all of your questions?
Yes.
All right, very good. Do you have any additional questions?
Just ready to get the ball rolling.
Ready to get it rolling? All right, very good. Very good. And Mr. Griffin, is there anything else you want to add as to Ms. Goldsmith?
Oh, Your Honor, like you can see, she has a very pleasant attitude. So
She
like
does.
I said, yeah, I really look forward to working with her and getting her moving along. Like I said, like I told her, it's going to be a process, but she's working with a wonderful team, and I just let her know that we're very hands-on. If she's struggling with anything or anything like that, to reach out. So I already gave her my cell phone number and everything, all my information to give to treatment and stuff. So she's ready. So
Yes, and we are very hands-on. This is not your ordinary probation. We get to know, as I indicated earlier, we get to know you and you get to know us, and we all work together. All right, so even if you don't want to say things on the record, you have access to your case manager. You can always ask to go in the breakout room with the judge where everybody can't hear what you're saying. And so those things are available to you because we can't help you if we don't know what to help you with, okay? So we're really counting on you to satisfy that part of it. So then we can show you what we're working with. When you let us know what's going on, we can show you how smart we really are on this team because we've got a bunch of smart people on this team. Okay? All right, very good. If no questions, I welcome you to our specialty court. I want you to really work hard. I know the new year and the Christmas and all of that is coming, but really, really work hard. You have a lot on the line. While you are with us, no driving. No driving. No driving. You're not eligible to drive, and you don't want to mess up your plea agreement that brought you here, right? So no driving. Okay? All right, Mr. Griffin, what's next?
Your Honor, I'll have her come back in 2 weeks. I'll put on a traditional drug crate day on Thursday. That'll be 1/6/2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, January 6, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. You will Zoom in. So make sure you have our Zoom information. You will Zoom into the courtroom. All right, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. You'll Zoom into the courtroom. That's how you'll do your hearing. Unless there's an issue, then I'll make you come and see me in person. Okay. Not in the first 2 weeks. Come on, hit the ground running. Show up. You are so pleasant, ma'am. All right. Very good. So the system should indicate she's not going back to the Wayne County Jail. She's being released from here. And then I will see her on Zoom January 6th at 8:30 a.m. All right. Take good care of yourself. Go see your baby.
Yes.
Yes. All right, Mr. Griffin, did you need to see Ms. Goldsmith any further, or did you conduct everything you
I
needed to
did.
do?
Yep, I did. I let her make a phone call. So hopefully her ride and everything is out there already. So she should be in good shape. And I'll get in contact with her. If she needs anything, she can contact me.
All right, very good. So you are free to leave, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Look forward to working with you. She said, bye, everybody. She's so sweet. All right.
My daughter, main question the last 3 days, what time are they releasing you? I'm like, I don't know.
Well, you're gonna be home in time for lunch.
Yes.
All right, we want you to stay home with your daughter, okay? So work it. I know it's been hard. I know it has been. And it's okay. It's okay to cry too. You're gonna find we cry a lot in this courtroom. We try not to, but we do. And it's okay. You've had a rough time.
Talking about her is the hardest part. Because we talk about everything. So she had her moments where she's just like, I miss you. You've been gone too long. When are you coming home? When are they? What time? Because I'm sure she's in the car.
Yes. But this is going to be a great teachable moment for your child. You know, sometimes as parents, we try to make our kids, I don't know if we do it intentionally or unintentionally, but you know, we're so hard on them. We want them, they almost think we're perfect and like we've never made any mistakes. And so she's gonna learn at a young age that mom is human and mom has some challenges, but it's not the fact that you made a mistake. The real teachable thing for her is what are you going to do to course correct and get back on track and show her, even when we make mistakes in life, even when we make poor choices in life, even when we deal with issues in life, you can always decide to get back up and get on track. You don't have to stay where you are. That's going to be an incredible lesson for your 11-year-old. And I hope that you'll be transparent with her and teach her that. Sounds like she's smart enough to figure out some stuff anyways, right? Yeah.
She knows where I was at. I was honest with her about it.
Yeah. And it sounds like you have a great support system with your family. Yeah. So hang in there. It's okay to cry, but you make sure that you pull yourself together, roll up your sleeves and show your daughter, this is what we do when we make mistakes. We don't wallow in it. We get up and we fight. That's what we do. You okay? All right, and we're here if you need us. Call Mr. Griffin. I know he gave you his information. Call him. We really mean that. We are available to you. Drop into the courtroom. I know we have a little sketchy schedule next week, and I just haven't been able to wrap my mind around it. I will eventually, but you can dial in to the courtroom and say, hey, I need to talk to somebody, Judge, you know, and we'll make it happen. Get on that 1-800 number today and be brutally honest. Be brutally honest with them because they can't help you and give you the appropriate level of care if you're going to just kind of tell them a little bit about what's going on. And Mr. Griffin, I'll use this as an example. Mr. Griffin had another young person, currently has another young person before us, and I don't think she clearly disclosed the level of her issue with alcohol. I don't think she did. But no, I'm sorry. I know she didn't. And as a result of that, she is now looking at 2 years. I think the plea offer is 2 to 5 years.
Yeah, 2 to 5
in the
years.
Michigan Department of Corrections. They're not even talking about, and she's in our program. They're not even talking about working the program. They're not even talking about house arrest. They're not talking about in its first 60 days. They are talking about her plea offer. As good as it gets right now, at least to our knowledge, is 2 to 5 years. And she has young children. And had she just disclosed to us or to on the 1-800 number, the level of her alcohol, her issues with alcohol, we could have avoided, I think, a lot of this. But she went out and got another DWI, another OWI. And so now she's looking at 2 to 5. And so I share that with you because when you get on that 1-800 number, guess what? I'm not going to be there to listen. Mr. Griffin's not going to be there to listen. But you need to be honest, brutally honest with them about your issue. So we can make sure we're getting you the right level of assistance, okay? It starts with you. Okay? All right. I have your commitment to do that. All right, that's all I need. I'm gonna take you at your word, because anybody come out to Wayne County Jail and still nice to me. I'm like, girl, you just gotta start on your crown on date number 1. Because usually they come out like I sent them. I didn't send you. Circumstances, you know, but you're very pleasant. You are. All right, go see your baby. Same to you. Happy holidays. All right. Thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you, Mr. Vikings. You all are done with me until Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday.
And then Thursday is it. And I know we have a big docket on Thursday, but we're going to get it done.
We will, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Very good. Very good. You all take care. And thank you, Ms. Burrell, for serving today. I don't have an afternoon that has to go on the record. I have staffing, but that does not go on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Take care. All right, Mr. Griffin. Thank you all.
All right, thank